Disaster. The lycanthrope outbreak has destroyed the town around you. Smoke, dust, and debris fill the air and assault the eyes and lungs of the survivors. The sounds of fear and anguish ring out over the town like a constant alarm. Bodies litter the streets, civilians, lycanthropes, and guards alike. And before you lies a little unconscious pharaoh, who had just regurgitated 2 of your allies and reverted out of her were-hippo form back into the small puppets. Welcome everyone to Aerodwell. Alrighty, everyone, welcome back to another hump day with our group of generals here. We are down 1 today. We are missing our good soldier Dustin slash Scratch. He will be joining us again, not next week or not next session, but this following. But yeah, we are here on another day. You guys are still in the lovely town of Woblewud. Maybe it's seen some better days. Potentially, as you guys are finishing up a bit of a skirmish with a few turned lycanthropes. It was towards the end of our session that some allies came to aid you in your journey. It was Simulstring Ostensia, head of the guard, and Celestia Dewdrop, the librarian, both council members who came in to try and... You currently see as Simulstring has his blade to the werebear neck of Orthel Bigginbody, as Celestia has one hand extended, not physically touching Dubric Silo's were spider form, but holding him in place nonetheless. As Pharaoh and Phalanx are in their regular dog forms in front of you, both unconscious, as Pharaoh seems to be clinging to life, meaning she is in the way of making death saving throws. What would you guys like to do?
Stabilize Pharaoh.
Yeah, go ahead and make a medicine check. For each failed check, she will roll a death save.
Melonberry is also on death saves.
Yes, Melonberry gets regurgitated out of the belly of the beast and is also on death saves.
Shit, I got a 3.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say I'll fly to Melonberry as fast as I can. I think I was still up in the air at this point.
I have you listed as being, not that, cancel, I didn't mean to double click. You are, I have you at 60 feet up, but I don't think that's correct. I think you came down half your speed last time, so I think you were 30 feet.
Yeah, word, that sounds correct to me as well. So I'd just like to dash to Melonberry and try to stabilize him.
Yeah, absolutely. So since dashing would take your action, and then stabilizing would be an action, he would make 1 death save before you get there.
I guess I'll try and get to him first.
Yeah, I think you're close enough that you can definitely get there a little quicker than Epec would. At least before he would have to make a death save.
Yep, no, that's valid.
And you guys, so Sunny can roll your medicine for Pharaoh. And
I did. It was a 3.
Oh, can you roll on the roll 20? I didn't see it. I didn't see it pop up. Or on the roll 20.
I roll
on the D&D Beyond.
I did. Those might be your death saves that you're rolling right now, but I don't know where it went.
Yeah, I'm not. I haven't seen a new roll pop up yet.
I mean, hey, if I can roll it again.
No, I mean, I'll take your word out it was a 3. Sorry. So yeah, so she will make a save. You see the roll?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can add a D4.
Only your rolls are in your feed right now. Double check your settings. Oh, there they are.
Oh, yep. Yep, they just popped up. That's interesting. Well, she passes her death save. You don't necessarily know that, but I rolled it for her. And what did you roll, Mark?
So I rolled a 9, and if that fails, I'm going to get some help up to a 10.
Yeah, that will fail. Up to a 10 will pass. So you stabilize
Nice.
Melonberry. Anyone making a second attempt at Pharaoh?
Are Orthal and Dubrick like being handled?
Yeah, so like
Or
I
are
said,
they
Simul
gone?
String has his blade to Orthal's neck, and Celestia is holding Dubrick.
But they're just
non-visible.
okay.
Anyone else attempting to help Pharaoh?
If no one
Yeah,
else
if
logs it again.
Yep, go right ahead.
Yeah,
Somebody make a
I-
medicine check.
What's up, Epec?
No, I was gonna say I would go, but you doing it? Go for it.
All right, word. I'm gonna say I'm not. If someone has better wisdom, by all fucking means. Oh, that's right. That's a 19.
Yeah. So she is stable. All downed people are stable and breathing. I was dealing with obviously some internet stuff before the session started. I am going to change combat, tweak combat a little bit. Everyone will still go to death saves, but upon rewatching back last session, I think it still should be fair to you guys to open up the world of non-lethal combat before you knock them down to that.
Word.
So that way they don't have to go to death saves. It ultimately achieves the same thing. You don't have to kill people unless you choose to, but now you can avoid them even hitting death saves. You can just knock them down.
Okay,
non-lethal.
perfect.
Yeah.
Word. I like that.
Yeah, I figured. I think that just works better. So yeah, everyone is
Uh,
stable. You guys are. Yeah, what would you guys like to do?
We gotta get Farah and Phalanx and anyone that we can out of here. We gotta before the guards show up. They're gonna. I doubt they'll be as polite as us. So I'm gonna scoop up Phalanx and Farah.
Ask why we're being so polite when they just tried to kill us.
Because they're sick, Bayar. They're infected with a virus that alters how their minds work, and also Phalanx right now is smart enough to maybe make a cure. So, and if they can be cured, I'd rather at least we tried.
I just worry about his willingness to try. That's all.
There are also more powerful, healers that could do better, maybe.
If they stay here, they'll die. I don't think that what was the army from what city? It was the
Kharodden.
Kharodden. I don't think
The Kharodden Guard.
the Kharodden Guard are gonna care at this point, and so I'd like to try to take these two and I mean, in the chaos, I'm gonna try to fuck. Where can where'd we get them?
Get out of here. We've been in combat with some infected, and I don't think the Kharodden guards are waiting around.
You guys notice that overhead you see a number of Kharodden and Woblewud guard flying around. So it's not like people are taking notice of you, but no one's like coming down to intervene.
Well, Celestia, Simul String, anyone, where can we hide these two?
Well, we think it best to hold them captive here. It seems, and he'll look towards like the entrance to the dungeon, which has been absolutely destroyed by the changing of these lycanthropes. It seems the dungeon is no longer a suitable holding place. I think for now we try to round up as many of them as we can in one space and guard them with as many bodies as we can.
And then what?
That's for us to discuss and find out, I suppose. It's at this point you see his like demeanor, or sorry, Simmelstring's demeanor kind of like shift away from you, Sunny, and more towards Orthel, who he still holds. Even though he's a giant werebear, he's holding on to like one arm and has the blade pretty much like right up at the neck. And even though it looks like this Orthel in this werebear form should still be able to easily overpower him, not even could very easily overpower him, he's not moving at all. And you notice at this point that Simmelstring looks right at Orthel, and Orthel will kind of looks back to Simmelstring, and you just see a tear come down Simmelstring's face.
And these are their homies. This is.
Yep, go ahead, sorry.
Simmelstring, I don't think rounding them up and holding them here is gonna help any. I don't think the Kharodden guard are gonna let any of these people leave.
No, they might not even let us leave.
Or we cannot let them be killed.
I'm glad we're on the same page. Let's wherever we can take them or get them. That should be step one.
I have a question.
Who are you addressing that to?
Why don't we turn them over, just like the general group? Why don't we just turn them over to the big, powerful guards?
I believe.
Do we know they're gonna kill them?
That's the issue. We must, or it would be my preference that we assure their safety before turning them over to the guard. But I do trust that our capital guard would have their best interests in mind. Perhaps a cure in mind.
Well, if they said they had a cure, then this probably would have gone better, right?
Well, not prepared yet, but maybe they could find one. Look, I'm only trying to be hopeful. I know the chances are slim.
I mean, I'm immune, apparently, or something, so...
I don't think we can expect them to wait around for the cure. I think they're gonna chop off heads and sort it out later, based on what they said.
I'm with Mark.
Tempus kill everyone if they said they had a cure, right? So if they had any hope of it, they probably would have said so.
Tempus would slowly hobble towards Simmelstring. I mean, slowly for story, and he'll just...
He's up on top of this building at the moment.
Oh, okay, I guess he'll walk like
you can get up there
him so he can talk at him.
There, just so you know.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, if it doesn't take long, I'll get up there.
You can get up there.
Yeah.
Especially now that parts of the building are like destroyed, you don't even have to make an athletics check to get up there.
Tempus, kind of knowing his interactions with Simmelstring, will just, if he can, just kind of lightly touch his shoulder, and he'll say, "Oh, I'm from Kharodden, and while I trust some of them, I don't necessarily trust all of them. I know this is a difficult time for you, Simmelstring. We're just here to help, and I hope anything we can do will ease your stress a little bit."
As you say, the Simmelstring begins to let more tears out. Like, it's not just a single tear now. He's like fully. He's not sobbing, but he begins to let himself cry. Orthel, my friend, I will not let them kill you. Or Dubrick. And he'll look to you, Tempus. I hate to ask more of you, but we need to convince the guard to keep them alive, even if it's... And Simmelstring gets like really choked up at this point. Even if it's just them.
Whatever you want to do, I support you.
I want to save my friends.
And Tempus will kind of nod his head and then kind of look to everybody else and just be like, well, What's our plan? We either go in and trust, or we don't, and we have a backup.
Well, I mean, I'm not good at plans, but I know I'm not able to turn, and I apparently carry the virus, which my body is able to fight it back in some way, and that my blood could spawn a cure, but we just need to prove it to them before they start cutting off heads, I think. So, I mean, it sounds like the first step should be to get, I don't even know if we'll be able to get anyone out of here with everyone flying overhead and on the ground. And, oh God, I can't even fucking get my voice. and on the ground and stuff, but I could, if there's any way underground, maybe secret tunnels or something. Maybe does Dubrick's Manor have some hidden areas?
Look at Simmelstring.
Look, there are ways out of the town, but with them watching from the skies and covering the whole town, like the entire perimeter, we might be able to get underneath and out of the gates, but once out there, we'll certainly be seen. And then, well, we're fugitives at that point, or we're running from something. It's at this point that Orthel will shift out of his bear form and back into his normal body.
Oh, sick.
And I don't have a token for him. He's going to remain a bear. I apologize. And as he does, you watch as Simmelstring keeps his blade at him, but like takes a step back, and they share a beat with each other once he's out of the bear form. And Orthel will kind of slowly approach. And it's at this point that those of you who are at the inn the morning, which I think was everybody except for Tempus, you remember that they were eating breakfast together at the Overflow Tavern, seemingly having some pre-established friendship. And at this point, Orthel grabs Simmelstring and just embraces him. I was scared you wouldn't accept us, buddy. But if you're gonna help us live, it needs to be now, cause I fear for us. And then Orthel will kind of turn. Dubrick, it's done. And over here you watch as Celestia lets go of Dubrick, and he will revert back to his normal tiefling form, as well. And you see Celestia kind of smile at him and place kind of like her hand on his cheek.
Oh, Tempus. Tempus, no.
Tempus, you might feel some type of way at first when you first see this, but it's clear very, very quickly that it's not that type of a relationship.
Nice guys always finish last. Should have known that.
And then she'll take Dubrick by the hand, and you watch as her and Dubrick fly.
What the? I could do that. That sounds like a scary way out.
And then they're gonna fly right over here. They never like turn or make it clear that they're flying away. They just kind of float casually this way. Seemingly guided by Celestia, like it was Celestia doing the heavy lifting of that. And the four of them kind of around you, Tempus. It almost makes you feel kind of like a little fifth wheelie, all kind of like huddle up and like hands on shoulders, have a moment where they rest their heads together and get misty-eyed a little. Before Simmelstring turns to you and says, I hope one day that you all can have a bond as strong as our group does. Once upon a really long time ago, we were a lot like you guys. Young, lost, eager for adventure. And boy, did we find plenty of it. If you see us and our friends safely out of this situation, you'll have a strong group of allies in your corner whenever you should call on us. I promise. And he he like draws his sword and will kind of like kneel in front of you guys, in front of you, Tempus, but towards everyone.
Tempest will kind of like push his staff into the ground a little bit, and I'll say, "Well, this isn't the first time I've defied the Kharodden guard." And he'll kind of smile a little bit, and then just be ready. Also, he's exhausted.
I'm gonna fly up to the roof. I'll fly up to the roof with Farah and Phalanx. I'm like, guys, this is a great moment and all, but guards overhead, countdown clock for sure ticking down. We gotta move and get somewhere. Y'all know the town better than we do.
And as you fly up onto the roof, you actually see that there are guards, both town guards and Woblewud guards, corralling citizens, corralling some or surrounding some surviving lycanthropes. But you can see that there are people being grouped together in places of safety, in places of not, or places of like, hey, get out of here. We're about to take care of this lycanthrope.
Is there any of them near, like us?
Semi-near. You guys would have to leave your immediate area, but if you look on the Roll20, there's like a group of civilians that are being held over here. There seems to be one lycanthrope among them that the guards are dealing with. Same situation going on down over here. And you can see this from the rooftop, Tempest, you and Sunny, who just flew up here. And then there's another lone lycanthrope that seems to be still fighting off some guards over here.
I will.
And there's a bunch of bodies just kind of scattered.
All four of them are together, like they're gonna head out. Like,
they didn't seem like they were gonna head out anywhere, but they are.
Yeah, they need our help.
They're
to
right
get
there
somewhere.
with you. Yeah. They made it clear that they're not necessarily looking to leave, but they are doing. They're gonna do whatever they can to make sure their friends stay alive.
If one of y'all can patch me up, I might be able to try to bust a path through something.
Right, that's all well and good, but I still don't think we should try to get them out of here. I mean, all due respect, friends, but you still are carriers of something pretty nasty.
pretty good distraction, guys.
Dubrick kind of goes, huh, I guess that is true. I do apologize to you guys, by the way. I didn't mean to complicate your stay in Woblewud.
Bah. You made it interesting.
No, I mean, like, it's really not great. You delayed us from finding our families.
Well,
yeah, I'm
I was
with him
just,
on that, but
I was just protecting mine.
Yeah, this is not the time,
we gotta,
guys. There's guards
again,
everywhere.
So, Celestia, can you like patch me up?
Oh, yes, of course. Sorry, I guess I wasn't paying attention. And she will drop a cure wounds on you.
If you got any juice left over, the kid could use some.
She drops a 9th level mass heal.
she will.
Melonberry is like desperately still trying to dry himself of like saliva and like bile. Just like, it's all in my fur.
You get 12 HP, Sonny.
Okay, thank you.
I think Melonberry could use some help if you got it.
And Epek pulls out a comb. He passes it to you.
At this point, Orthel will laugh. Oh, a young adventuring group with no healing. Oh, you guys are in for a treat.
He's about to do it.
I'm gonna heal. I'm gonna take my potion of healing as well.
Yeah, we're a bunch of like farmers and stuff. It's whatever.
Orthel will also pass out a heal right here. And then Orthel will kind of laugh as he does this. You get 14 Melonberry. He'll kind of laugh as you say this. You may have been farmers yesterday, but you're not anymore. Far from it, I'd say.
I'm gonna pull that bandana I had up over my face so that way they can't see what I look like.
Who, the people that have been looking at you this whole time?
No, The guards that I'm gonna go fuck up.
Okay.
You mean the guards?
Oh, the guards that don't know what you look like?
Yeah,
No,
now
why-
they never gonna.
No,
Let's try to distract
I don't-
before we attack.
I
I don't know
don't.
if.
I don't think we should fight anybody else today.
Yeah. You look at Tempus and he is sweating. He looks like he could, like he normally looks like he might fall over at any minute. Like he looks like he might just fall over and die any second now.
I think.
If you want to
I
do
think-
some hit and run, Sonny, I'm down, but I don't think we can all take another round of this.
We gotta
I
get him
think
out of
we
the way
should-
somehow.
I
We
think
could
should
talk.
I
talk
have
to
been
them.
known to be good at a distraction or two.
I don't think we need to distract them. I think even if, I mean, no offense, Tempest, you're one man, and that's a whole guard brigade in the air and around the city. And
Half
all
man,
throughout the
actually.
city. Well, I mean, okay.
Well, okay.
I think our best chances is to try to talk to them and to reason with them.
Well, do I know, being from Kharodden, the temperament of the guard, or
Yeah,
at least
yeah,
typically
absolutely.
what
Yeah.
their temperament
So
would be?
you and Mark, you would also be privy to this knowledge, and you as well, Epek. All three of you probably, or two of you certainly, and Epek, I would gather, have all spent at least some time in Kharodden.
Mark's from Kharodden? What's up, dog?
Not from,
Oh, so-
but has lived in.
Oh.
I'll tell you about it later.
Okay.
You guys know that the Kharodden Guard are seen as they're widely respected. Like, people have generally a good vision of the Kharodden Guard,
Really good.
but especially citizens of Kharodden get a little bit put off by them because they are kind of just an always present watchful eye. They do keep Kharodden pretty relatively crime free. Like, they're able to squash a lot of big things, big major issues that would happen before they can really harm the masses, which is important in a world that dabbles in, as much magic as this world has. But they do end up, busting petty crime and stuff like that as well, which, annoys people to an extent. But those of you who live outside of Kharodden probably have only ever heard good things about the Kharodden Guard.
Well, you guys know how I handle authority. Kharodden is especially not my favorite when it comes to the guards, but there is always a chance.
I mean,
So
They-
I have.
Oh, and sorry, real quick, I should also have mentioned, Kharodden Guard is the only guard, like the only town guard that has any authority outside of their city or town, because they are the capital guard. So they technically have, they can roll up in any town like this and call shots.
Damn
All right, listen. If
federal
y'all want to talk,
government.
then talk. But I'm telling you, I don't think it's gonna go well. And if it doesn't go well, then I'm
Well,
gonna
I have.
commit a crime.
I have an idea.
I'm gonna commit
So-
crime.
Correct me if I'm. I mean, I don't know if this is right, but I feel like I remember it. The guard said that they also have some way to detect it, right? I mean, we know Phalanx was working on something, but did the guard also say they had some sort of detection device?
They do.
Well,
Oh.
what if we can convince the guard? We'll scan everyone in town, which might take a while, but it's important. If we scan everyone in town, then everyone who comes up negative can leave the town. And anyone who's positive stays here, and some of the guard stays behind, and they make sure that they work on a cure. And
Mud?
that way the people. I'm not Mud. Who the hell is Mud?
No, you still have some mud on you from the guts.
Oh,
Just wanted you to get it
Oh.
off.
Behind the curtain, Matt plays a character named Mud in our other campaign.
Sorry.
If the people who leave the town just to make sure it's quarantined, they can go stay in the Twin Towns for now, since there's nobody else there.
that actually sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah, but you're talking about uprooting probably a couple hundred people. That's a lot of people to move across a
That
long
also
distance.
We could
And
if
they're
we
leaving
could,
their like homes and stuff behind. And what if families
but
get split up?
they
I
could
mean,
always come back, and I mean, it's even. I think if there are family members, and families would have to be split up, I think they might be even more, because the alternative is the guard is just gonna, you know, and
yeah.
they'd rather have a contingency where they could live.
I don't think that's the case, Mel. Mainly because this is a virus that historically spreads very quickly, makes these people incredibly strong, and has only ever been cured by like eradication. I really think that from what they told us and how hard it was to convince these people here to maybe believe in a cure, that we're gonna have a much harder time with them.
If the Kharodden guard showed up and told you that they had to kill me because I had solar fever,
I
what
would
would you
do
do?
the same thing I'm doing now, which is trying to find a way to get you away from them.
But what if they could cure it? I'd want them to help cure it.
Yeah, Mel, but
It
they
would help other
don't think they
people.
can cure it, and we have to try to convince them of that, and that might take
You-
some time.
I would rather. What if all of our family got turned into lycanthropes and they ran off?
No one's saying they're not going to make a cure, Mel. That's not at all what anyone's talking about. But right now, the pressing concern, and the concern that keeps taking up more and more time, bringing them closer and closer, is that if they were to round everyone up now, we can't do much to stop them from just killing everyone.
So we should try to get them not to do that, right?
We should try to get the people that they might kill out of here, and then we can try to do that.
I think if we try to get the people out of here that they want to kill without talking to them, they're going to want to kill us too. And I don't know.
What if we get caught?
Yeah, Melonberry looks up into the air at guards like flying and looking down on them. I think there's probably a pretty good chance we're going to get caught.
That is a risk we might have to take.
I'll look at Simmelstring and just say, what do you recommend?
Well, for one, I should like to speak to Lord Treblemost if he's
Oh yeah,
still
we haven't
alive.
even seen him.
And the kid brings up a decent point. It would be difficult to uproot so many lives. This is our home. But if it meant survival, I think people may not mind a temporary relocation. But once again, I urge you guys not to act in haste. You guys have a great deal of strength amongst you. I implore you not to act too rashly. We still don't know what the Kharodden's guards' goals are. They haven't stated that they wish to kill the lycanthropes. That being said, it's a likely outcome.
I thought they said that they would. I thought they broadcast out to everyone that they would kill them.
Could be.
Well, if they didn't, it's what they're doing now.
But yes, so
Well.
it was stated that by the voice over Woblewud, that when all the guard arrived, that everyone was to that the place was quarantined, everyone was to remain in their homes, and that the lycanthropes would be eliminated and the non-infected would be kept safe. And that they did have detection serums to administer as well.
If you want to take a chance, Mr. Simile, and he kind of chuckles. We will gladly. God, I hate that laugh. Fucking, it threw me off. I was like, what am I gonna? Oh God. If you want to take a chance, we will support you. And if they tried to kill Dubrick or Othal, anybody, well, I know what Sonny wants to do, and Tempus will kind of chuckle and like look at Sonny for a second. I certainly won't stop him, but it is a big risk if we just turn ourselves in, or rather turn them in.
We will not stop you either, but I do ask you let us put our lives on the line first. Don't throw your lives away so carelessly when you still have your own families to find. Let us protect ours.
Tempus will nod in acknowledgement.
And it's at this point that they'll kind of like hop down off of this roof, and start. They'll make it clear. We should find Lord Treb.
That sounds like a good plan. Also, yeah, let's do that. Also.
Yep. So they begin to leave the area, and as you guys do, like is depicted on the Roll20, you start to see, everyone now starts to see, not just the people up on the ceilings or up on the roof, these collections of civilians and being corralled by the guard. You see any living lycanthropes are also being corralled into one area. There are plenty of dead lycanthropes, but at this point, as there's a pretty general surrender that's happened, any active lycanthropes are being kind of gathered together and being taken south of where you guys are. The group, these council members, these 4 council members will follow that group, and you'll end up seeing, if you follow them, they're being gathered what would be like the center of town, which is right at the south part of Newtown, the top part of the market district, the north part of the market district. Seems to be where they're gathering all the lycanthropes. At this point, you see more lycanthropes than you'd seen before. As your fight was contained to the new town, you're seeing lycanthropes being taken in from Old Town, from the Market District, from the East District and West as well. All surviving lycanthropes being brought to this one spot. And it's not too long after you guys kind of arrive and like assess what's going on, and you see guards corralling lycanthropes, that you see Lord Treblenost. Lord Treblenost is alive. He's well. He seems a little battered and bruised, but not like he's taken any type of beating or anything. He looks fine. He walks fine. And he's paced on his left by what must be a member of the Kharodden Guard, because they wear the same brown and green colors. But their armor is way more decorated, way more stylized. They are. It is a dark-skinned elf man who stands just a little bit taller than Treb, just a little over 6 feet tall. And he has what you can see is kind of like a faded purple arcane sigil over his right eye, like on the right side of his face. It covers a large portion of like the top right part of his face. You hear him. You don't hear him. He doesn't address you, and he doesn't say anything to you guys, but you hear him speak to Treb as they both approach you, and you all recognize this as the voice that was booming over all of Woblewud when the Kharodden Guard arrived. That name, that booming voice announced itself as Lord Regulus Bolt.
Do I know of him?
When were you in Kharodden last?
Let's see. When I joined the mining company is when I left.
It's been 8 months since your mining company arrived at Last Reach.
Okay, and then I think it was a couple of years that I was in the mining company.
You said at least a couple, yeah. I don't think you gave me a specific, but I think you gave me at least a couple.
Yeah, it's been 2 to 4.
Right.
I can't remember.
Yeah, so you would recognize him if you've been within Kharodden in the last 5 to 8 years. He was not head of the guard when you last saw him, but you do recognize Regulus Bolt. He was just a member of the guard prior.
Okay.
Of standing, but not of note. And he comes in.
Swinging. Oh shit.
Bam.
Punches Melonberry in the face.
Talking to Treb.
Whoa.
He looks official as fuck.
I fuck with this guy.
Yeah, I also would fuck this guy. What?
Tyler.
Report. Self-report. They don't address you guys. They just walk up to the group of lycanthropes that are being held here. Yep. It's at this point that we'll have it be, Simmelstring will kind of go to approach, Treb.
I'll go up with Simmelstring.
Yeah, feel free. Anyone who wants to, you can. They're not gonna try and stop you.
Yeah, I'll take
Yeah,
that.
Will's
stay back.
going up with Simmelstring.
Lord Trebleness.
I still got my face covering on.
Treb kind of stands pretty stoic. He stands stiller than he normally has in the past, and he holds himself with. He just looks more strong and more sure of himself than you've ever really noticed from Treb before. Lord Ostentia, I notice Dubrick is with you. Yes, Lord Treb. Well, we weren't sure what to do with him. He's amenable, but you know. And Treb just kind of sighs. Place him with the others. They'll be taken care of. Lord Treb, Orful, as well. And Treb, not seeming to take it any type of way, he doesn't seem upset or surprised or anything. He goes, set him with the others then.
Lord Treblenost.
It warms my heart to see you all alive and well.
Thank you. I don't believe we've met before.
My God.
What do you intend to do with all these sick individuals?
Did Sonny hit his head a little hard?
I am not Sonny. I'm Mask Guy.
Right. Sonny with a mask.
No, Mask Guy is my birth name.
Why are we playing games right now?
We are. I don't know. I'm not playing any games. I'm telling the truth. So yeah, what's the intent with these affected individuals?
Well, I should let him speak. Gentlemen, this is Lord Regulus Bolt, head of the Kharodden Guard. And Regulus kind of steps away from another conversation at this point and addresses you, hands together behind his back. He looks to you all. So, we have questions.
Yep. What do you intend to do with the infected individuals?
We will isolate them, administer some slightly invasive tests, do what we can to study them, learn what we can about the disease.
Are you aware that there may be a potential immunity among the populace?
No. It's at this point that Treb will kind of like lean in towards Regulus, and he kind of whispers something. If anyone wants to make a perception check to hear what he says, you can. But he is trying to hide it from you guys.
Definitely will.
Yeah, I'll make a perception as well.
You guys are close enough that it's only going to be a DC 12 to hear what he's saying here.
Damn, that's crazy because I rolled an 11.
I also rolled an 11.
Let's go.
Melonberry got a 15. He's got big rabbit ears.
So anyone over 12, you hear him whisper, "Hey, this was the one I was talking to you about. He got hit by the first lycanthrope, but he's not showing signs." And
I actually blocked my ears. So
yeah, I saw you doing that. That was nice. He
he
turns to you, Sonny, and he addresses you directly. So you believe yourself to be immune?
Shit. Yeah, I do.
Would you care to voluntarily admit yourself for some testing?
I would.
Excellent. Once we've gathered all the lycanthropes, I'll take a sample from
On
you.
one
Hmm?
condition.
Right, there's always something. Why am I speaking as simulstring? Right, there's always something.
You don't kill them, and you let me talk with Phalanx Stretch.
Well, I promise you this. Some lycanthropes will be killed. Whether it be unforeseen circumstances in experimentation, or if one of them acts out in our own self-defense, I can almost assure you that there will be loss of life. Our own and lycanthrope, likely. But I will do my best to mitigate such loss. Well, not just me and the guard.
Who's in charge of the testing?
Oh, that would be, well, me overseeing it, but it would be the responsibility of, well, our team of scientists and doctors and healers who will be administering the examinations and procedures.
So there's going to be some that die on a table, then.
Likely.
Hmm.
Sorry for being so matter of fact, but I only wish to present the facts as I see them.
Better you be straightforward. Appreciate it.
I've gotten in plenty of trouble in the past when I wasn't. I wouldn't be head of the guard now if I hadn't learned from that.
Well, in
Sir,
that
I
case, yeah, I'll go with y'all.
Oh, we won't be needing to go anywhere, and we'll administer the test right here, but first, we must gather the rest of the lycanthropes. It might take some time. If you care to wait, you may help if you wish.
Need a nap.
I mean,
Feel free to sit down. Take care.
I can help. I mean, I think honestly, Sonny looks back to Ortho and goes, Ortho, I mean, if you're willing to, we're gonna help. I feel like you might be able to persuade some of your friends and family to go willingly.
Ha!
Maybe.
Yes, if it means we'll live, we'll go willingly. But only if we're safe. I trust Simmelstring, I trust Celestia, I trust Lord Treb. And it's at that point, as he said, he trusts Lord Treb, that he'll grab Dubrick. They'll kind of just like they'll hold hands and kind of walk towards the rest of the lycanthropes. They'll separate from their group and go sit with the rest of them. Some of the lycanthropes are just are still in form, kind of fighting guards back. Some are still fighting back, not in form. Some are just kind of sitting there chilling, in different stages of accepting the situation. And Regulus addresses you. If any of you wish to help, we can use more hands securing more lycanthropes, or bringing in our isolation tubes from the gates if you wish to carry those. They're quite heavy. Or you may all rest. We don't ask anything of you. Other than that, you wait here. Everyone will need to be tested for lycanthropy. We have our own detection serum. You will all be required to take the test. Upon us seeing that you are not infected, you are free to go about your business.
How long do you think it will take? Just a guesstimate,
Depends on the level of cooperation from our lycanthrope friends.
You thinking like a little over 4 hours, maybe?
Oh, far less than that. Should take but an hour at most.
Never mind then. I was gonna go.
He's gonna try and get a whole long rest in.
Captain Bolt.
It's Lord Regulus. You can call me Reg.
Lord Reg. He kind of looks up at him with the kind of saddest, innocent look at eyes that you can. He's like, I know that what they did was dangerous for everyone, but they love each other and they were scared and they just want to make sure that their family survives. And I know that it's easy to be scared of them, but I think they're putting a lot of trust in you right now, sir, and I appreciate that you're willing to help them. And I want to see if I can use my Heart of Darkness feature, which
Heart of Darkness.
Let's see here.
I know what that
Got the smallest, darkest little heart. Little Millenberry.
Where is it?
Does 10 have that same like
I
background?
believe that's his background feature.
Those who look into your eyes can see that you have faced unimaginable horror and that you are no stranger to darkness. Though they might fear you, commoners will extend you every courtesy and do their utmost to help you. Unless you have shown yourself to be a danger to them, they will even take up arms to fight alongside you should you find yourself facing an enemy alone. And I know, like, I'm not trying to make him physically fight, but just to, like, kind of, like, see on my level for a second.
Yeah, give me, sorry, I got caught up in you telling me what the Eyes of Darkness or the Heart of Darkness was doing. Remind me a little bit about what you were saying to him.
These people are putting a lot of trust in you, and I really admire that you're willing to help them. I just hope that you can.
And he'll get down on one knee and kind of put his right hand on your right shoulder and kind of look across it to you. What is your name, young one?
I feel like Melonberry looks at Scratch for like half a second to be like, "Oh my God, am I supposed to?" Like we talked about this. Am I supposed to lie about my name right now? And then he's like, shakes his head. He's like, "My name is Melonberry."
Well, Melonberry, I'll tell you this. Everyone fears. We're all scared of something. But the day we let that fear take over, and we let it turn into fearful action, is a bad day for all of us. I'm not afraid of these lycanthropes. I will not act off of fear like they have. And I give you my word. I will do everything I can to make sure that they are treated well and taken care of.
Thank you, Mr. Bolt.
And
Lord Reg.
And he'll go to stand up over you. You can just call me Reg, Melonberry.
Reg. Or Reggie.
So,
Regis.
a little behind the curtain for you. This character is based off of my friend Craig.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
That's funny.
Shout out Craig. Shout out to Craig.
Shout out Craig.
I
Hope you're
think-
watching, Craig.
Sonny
Bolt.
Sonny is gonna. Sonny's gonna fly over to groups of guards to try to help them contain lycanthropes without killing them.
Yep. So
So,
you're
like, if they're
you're
fighting,
able to see
he'll
a
try
bunch of
knock them
groups.
out, stuff like that.
Yeah. So you see some fighting. You see some that are like just restrained. If you want to make like give me 2 grapple checks to try and restrain separate
I
groups
will.
of lycanthropes.
Pop my last brave
Oh yeah, do so.
usage in order to do that with advantage. First one is a 17. Second one, oh wait, what am I doing? Oh, well,
Oh, yeah.
second one's probably gonna be a
Yeah,
24.
you're able to successfully help detain 2 separate lycanthropes safely without harming them and with getting them to realize the situation has calmed down. The rest of you, as Sunny goes to leave, you see the first of the isolation tubes to arrive, carried by a number of the Kharodden guard. It takes about 2 of them to carry one tube. One at the front, one at the back. The tubes are about 7 to 8 feet in size and about the circumference to hold one person kind of snugly. They almost look like what you might imagine like a cryo chamber to look like, where someone would go in cryo sleep, kind of isolated little tubes. And they're carrying a large number of these and stacking them where these lycanthropes are now being assembled. As they get set up and they start and they seem to be ready, they start moving lycanthropes one by one into these tubes.
I'll assist with moving the tubes if that still needs assistance.
Yep. They need plenty of help. You can go ahead and make a strength check to see how effectively you help carry these. They are relatively heavy.
I'm glad you described the tubes because I immediately imagined like PVC pipes just being put over them.
Yeah,
Um,
I guess tube isn't really the right word, but like it's the word I used.
I was thinking of cryo. You said isolation tube, and I was like, oh, like cryo chambers, like
Yep.
little.
just
Yeah.
a strength check, or can I do athletics?
You can do athletics. Psych.
Ooh,
No, you can.
thank God I did. I got a 13.
13, yeah. So you're able to help another guard carry a few in. You're not able to kind of you may be trying to be like, I got this, and pick one up on your own. Very heavy, very hard to manage. But you're able to help them get a bunch in.
I think Melonberry sees lycanthropes start to get put into these pods, and he gets
Pods is a better word.
like a
than tube.
flashback. Like a flashback. And like he like closes his eyes, and there's like this flash of like image of Melonberry and like a very dimly lit room surrounded by like he's in a cage that is too small for him, like on a table, surrounded by like all this different medical and science equipment, and just like the silhouette of a man putting something into a vial and flicking the needle.
Make
before he, like,
a
snaps out of it.
make a wisdom check for me, Melonberry.
Melonberry
Check or
got that.
save?
A wisdom check.
Melonberry got that Rocket Raccoon backstory. Who knew?
Yeah, right. High evolutionary.
15. Something in you, like you're able to discern the past from the present, but so you know that this is a kind of like a false feeling, but you are certain, or you feel like you should be certain that them going into those pods is a bad thing.
Oh, you're like, I think unless is anyone else like resting with me in Tempus?
I was, but then I started moving the
Yeah, so
isolation.
it would be Epec or more.
Stuff.
Yeah, I think
Like
Mark's
Melonberry, like
feeling very uneasy.
Melonberry like shakes himself out of it and like scrambles over to Tempus and like just pulls on his robe. It's like Tempus, Tempus, Tempus. I don't think this is a good idea. I don't know. I don't think those pods are good for them. I think something really bad is gonna happen.
Tempus will kind of look at Melonberry. Just go, how do you know this?
He like closes his eyes and like tries to like shake his head. He's like, I can just feel it. I just know that this isn't gonna end well.
Okay, all right. Let's go. Shit. Is any of the other boys around?
No, I think we're the only two over here. Everyone else is helping.
Mark said he would be there.
Yeah, I'm
okay.
around. Mark's just been sitting back and looking uneasy for a while.
I'll look at
Epec
Mark.
is in a.
Oh wait, are you there? Is Epec there?
I was gonna say Epec's not there, but he's like kind of close by. He's kind of like pacing, just like looking around at everything.
I'll look at
So if you wanna call
Mark
him over, you
then.
could.
Yeah, I'll look at Mark and then I'll say, so what do you think?
I don't like that. They're gonna cut them up. That they're okay with innocents dying.
I'll go to. Is Simmelstring nearby, or like, can I see him?
Yeah, so you see him still with Orthel. Orthel's getting ready to go into one of the pods, and Simmelstring's like standing with him.
You've never seen Tempus move this fast. He's just moving at a normal walking pace. He's now achieved full regular walking pace, and he'll go over to Simmelstring. Melonberry's got a bad feeling about these tube pods.
Yes,
And I'm worried about your friends.
so are we.
Can you take a look at them, Tempus? You're smart. Can you look at them? Can you see what they do?
I'll try to see if I know what the fuck they are.
What the pods?
Yeah.
How do you? It'll be an investigation check. How do you investigate?
Well, give it the old like knock on it a little bit, like check out the different angles of it. Maybe try and sense if there's any kind of magic. I don't know.
So
I don't
that
really
would be
have
so that'll be a different check than investigation, but you can certainly do both. Let's start with the investigation though. So mainly I'm asking, you're doing your an exterior investigation, yeah?
Yeah, but if I didn't find anything odd exterior, I might open it up.
Anything odd? So you're looking specifically for something odd?
Yeah, something maybe like I don't know, something dangerous, like an injection of some sort that is hidden in. I don't know, something that could potentially be dangerous, I guess.
Yeah, you can make an investigation.
That makes sense. Okay.
Is the science staff in the vicinity?
You do not see the people that like Tempus had been working with around. There are medical staff, like non-guard. They're still wearing the Kharodden guard colors, but they're not armored. There are like some people that look like healers, medics, doctors. Around.
They got the Red Cross symbol.
Got a 24.
We get sued.
Yeah, no Red Cross.
No Red Cross.
24, yeah. So I mean, it looks like these pods can certainly be dangerous. There's plenty of things that are made for the purpose of injecting certain serums and things into people. There are certain tools and like hidden like compartments that hold certain tools for incisions and cutting. So they're certainly dangerous. But they're all medical tools. It's all like, from what you can recognize, stuff you would see to perform any number of medical treatments, surgeries, or anything like that.
Okay. Are there any like were folk who've already been put in one of these pods?
Yeah, there's a number of lycanthropes already in pods.
Okay.
Nothing's happened to them. They're not being poked or prodded. They're just standing in them for right now.
Well, they're certainly dangerous, Melonberry, but I don't know if that means they'll necessarily do anything with it. But you are correct. They are dangerous to some degree. There is a potential for somebody to get hurt. I think at this point it comes down to personal choice, Melonberry. If they are willing to trust, and they'll get all my puppies in the little screen and they say, look at the puppy. Sorry, peek your head. But I'm not sure, Melonberry.
What if they're just being put into a trap?
What if they're not?
I don't know.
Believe me, I'm with you, Melonberry. I don't trust the Kharodden Guard 100%, but it seems Zimmelstring and his allies are willing to give it a try. All we can do at this point is support them in any way we can, and I think it's good you mentioned this to me because it's worth a look. What, you want to break about Melonberry? We'll do it right now.
I don't know.
He's like, I'll do it right now. I'll bust these pods. It ain't nothing but a thing.
Were we able to get a short rest?
Not if you're doing any investigating of the pods or helping anyone out, but otherwise, if you would be in the middle of getting a short rest at the moment. It would not have completed, an hour has not gone by. But if you want a short rest, you can. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I'll try to get a short rest.
Yeah.
Same. And I'm gonna do my magic thing where I get some spells back.
It'll be a little bit further down the line for you, Tempus, because you're okay. Yeah. I'm just like you were making checks and stuff, Tempus, so you will have to start your short rest like right now. So you'll be a little bit
that's
behind.
fine.
I'll keep track of that.
Okay.
It won't be that big a deal. Yeah. Those of you who went off to help, you're at the point where there's no more pods, lycanthropes, or very few left to corral and gather. So the last of the pods, the last of the lycanthropes, can now be brought back to this area here at the center of town, where the rest of your friends are waiting. Those of you who began your short rest already can finish it. Tempest will just take it. Just take it. enough time's gonna go by. You'll be fine.
Yeah, sounds good.
I'm gonna be lenient. I got you.
We love a generous DM.
I'm like, what's 30 minutes, man?
Mark's gonna deliberately not patch himself up as he kind of lets blood slowly trickle down his hand as he opens it and closes it.
Feels good, feeling the wound open and close a little bit, like that like kind of tingling pain sensation when it opens up. It's weird, but it feels nice.
I'm scanning the medical staff, just looking for faces and looking for one particular face.
Anyone's face in particular?
Some backstory type shit.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, so you keep scanning. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Oh, dirty 20.
Nice.
Nice.
Distinct lack of any recognizable faces. Maybe here and there you see people you have seen in your past, but no one of note. Yeah, and about an hour's gone by. The rest of you kind of gather back, and the lycanthropes, those who are not already in pods, are being escorted into them. Those who are already in the pods, Tempus, this will be a note to you, but also to you, Melonberry, and the rest. Some of them now begin to start having. You see some take blood samples, some are like taking hair, and like saliva samples and stuff like that. They're checking like vitals and things. It's a really kind of unique contraption that the more you watch it, the more you realize that these pods almost seem like, other than the fact that they can't move, like self-sufficient. Like no one had to press or do anything for these things to start doing what they're doing. As the last of the lycanthropes gets put in one of these pods, they all start to begin to get tested and prodded. Some of them kind of flinch a little bit at pain, but no one seems to be being made to feel unnecessary amounts of pain that they weren't already feeling, or they might just naturally feel through the uncomfort of being poked and prodded at. And once all the lycanthropes are in pods and you guys are all back together, Simmelstring and Celestia kind of walk back up to you. Celestia will walk right up to you, Tempus, and she'll kind of like sigh. Just, today's been a hard day.
I try to give her a friendly hug.
Oh, she almost looked like she was waiting for that. So she is very quick to hug, to embrace you back, and she's not quick to let go.
Now there's Tempus.
And it's while you guys, she'll kind of, it turns into, it's kind of like that weird moment where a hug stays a hug but becomes a hold after a while, and like you just kind of acknowledge that this is where you're at, and neither one of you's letting go, but you're kind of more at ease than you were when you were hugging. You kind of hit that point, and Simmelstring, we'll look to the rest of you, and to you, Tempus, and just be like, thank you. Thank all of you for everything. Hopefully now our friends can find some peace in knowing that they're safe until an answer is, or a remedy is found. We can now hope that that's as soon as possible, sooner rather than later at least. Once everyone is tested again and we're free to go about our business, obviously you guys will likely look to leave us, but I want you to know from me, from the council, from Lord Treb, you will always have a home with us here in Woblewud. You will no longer ever be treated as guests, but as residents. You will have places of honor. You will be given equal rights to our politics, our laws, our way of life. If you wish to stay.
Equal right.
Shut up.
Dude, sick.
We
He's still ugly.
Cannot express our gratitude enough. He's a cricket, man. He's a cricket.
Equal rights means equal fights. I punched someone across the face.
Full on brawl now that we're equal civilians.
Yeah.
You get dropped by 5 rapier attacks
Immediately. downed.
The action
instantly.
surges, hits you with 5 more.
He would action surge.
I have to just roll up a new
Yeah,
character.
of
at
course
that
he
point.
would. You know, if he did that, you just have to flex. You'd be like, I
Fine.
guess what I have to do.
I extend a hand
Spelliarmus.
to shake Simmelstrings.
Oh, and he shakes your hand.
I pull him in a bit and whisper in his ear.
I'm not convinced this is over. Keep your eyes peeled.
That is my job. And
Give him a pat.
he'll nod to you. And before you pull away, but before he lets go of your hand, he'll pull you kind of a little bit back in, and you do the same.
Good.
Even
It just-
outside these walls.
Just put down the reverse card on you.
No reverse. And it's at this point that Regulus kind of speaks up and addresses everyone, the whole group. Well, citizens of Woblewud, thank you for making this, well, I dare not say painless, but as easy as an endeavor as it could be. We assure you, your family, your friends, fellow residents that are sick will be tended to. While I'm sure many of you know, historically speaking, a cure for lycanthropy is far from being found. Well, Kharodden does have the best doctors and scientists in the land. We will try our best to find one. And we will hold them and keep them, tested in the meantime to make sure that their disease isn't spreading, worsening, disappearing. And we have hope. And at this point, he'll look over to you, Sonny, and he'll reach his hand out to you and kind of usher you forward.
Sonny very reluctantly moves forward just because this is the government. But
Do you take his hand?
yeah,
As you do, you feel your reluctance feel obsolete as he yanks you up onto this little platform.
Okay.
He seems way stronger than he looks.
all right then.
And he'll hold your hand, and he'll hold your hand up, Sonny, like a wrestler who's just, or a fighter who's just want to fight. Our friend here, young Mr. I didn't get your last name, Sonny.
Shoemaker.
A young Mr. Shoemaker has a rarity, something we haven't seen in our history. We believe he may be immune to the lycanthropy, and we will be studying his blood, his DNA, with his permission, of course, to take a sample upon returning to Kharodden, and we will be applying anything we find to our tests on our subjects here. And we are confident that with the discovery of an immune individual and enough of their DNA, we should be able to formulate a cure in time. While it may take a bunch of trial and error, and I cannot promise, this is the hard part, I cannot promise an 100% survival rate, but I can promise that we will do everything we can to keep that number as high as possible. So, without any further ado, I don't wish to prolong your goodbyes. If any of you have last words to say to your friends, your family, now would be a good time.
Are there any empty pods?
No, there are no empty pods that were brought, or there are no empty pods left out here.
Heard.
There might be empty pods somewhere, but not in this area.
But we see, all of the lycanthropes are in pods here.
Yes.
Okay. How much room is in Pharaoh's?
Plenty. She doesn't take up much space in her pod at all. Takes you a while to find her. She's not right in the group, but yeah, you see her in a pod. It's almost easy to spot her because she's so small. You see what looks to be an empty pod, and then you see her kind of curled up on the bottom of it.
Oh God! Am I gonna do this?
No.
Do it.
I'm gonna Misty Step into Pharaoh's pod.
Okay, so Misty Step requires you to be in an unoccupied space, correct?
Yeah.
There's room in her
Her
pod. It is
space
still an
right,
occupied
but
space.
her space is occupied. Yeah. Heard. Damn. Okay.
Thank God.
Well, there's you can still do it into an occupied space, right? You just get shunted out. Misty
No,
Step?
I don't even think you can if it's not an occupied space. Let me look.
Yeah, I think it specifies that it has
briefly
to be
surrounded-
unoccupied.
Yeah, it does.
Briefly surrounded by silvery mist, you teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space. that you
Yeah.
can
So
see.
unfortunately, the space is occupied.
He's pretty tiny.
Yeah,
teleport,
it's alright.
teleport above him. Half space.
Oh. Well. Nah, it's still occupied. Yeah.
I was gonna say.
Trying to stretch
I
it
don't
for you a
think
little
I
bit, but yeah,
can-
no.
I don't think you can teleport like in midair. Like you can't just go like. I wouldn't be able to teleport in above her. and
There
then,
are
like, fall to the
spells that
ground.
say you specifically have to end on like a square on the ground and stuff. This does
Oh,
not say
interesting.
that,
Yeah.
but it's still going to be an occupied space because she still
Yeah.
occupies that 5x5 space, even though she does not.
Heard.
It's yeah.
Right. No, I get you.
There
I
is
get you.
room for
Alright.
you in the pod. There is not room for you to mechanically
No.
teleport into it.
to teleport into it. That's all good.
So you're not trying to get in?
No.
Do you still go to her pod?
Yeah, I think Melonberry like goes up and like tries to like shuts his eyes and like tries to will himself inside and just like knows that it like
Like you can feel
Like,
your
almost
like
like-
you can feel it start to happen, but almost like lag in a video game. Like you're
Yeah.
brought right back outside.
almost I feel like I feel Splendor's shoulder like on my shoulder and just like pulling me back a little bit. It's like
Mm,
not this time, buddy.
nice.
And he just kind of like puts his hand up on the glass and he says, "We can play when you get out of there, okay?"
She puts her hand and kind of like puts it right on yours to mirror it. And she's not looking happy. She's a kid who's trapped in like a pod, so she looks very
Yeah.
distressed and she goes, "I just want to get out. I want to play now."
I know you do, and I want to play now too. I wish I could get you out of there.
maybe one day, Melonberry.
Maybe one day.
Get your level 9 Mystic Arcanum and then we'll talk.
yeah.
These guys, they're Farah and is Phalanx awake?
Yep. Yep. Phalanx and
Uh,
Farah are right next to each other in their pods.
I'm going to Phalanx.
Yep.
Phalanx.
Sunny.
So listen,
His
all
tail.
the stuff back there.
He looks stoic, but his tail's tucked between his legs at the moment.
word.
Oh, buddy.
I need you to answer honestly and truthfully. Do you know what happened to the people of Last Reach in the Twin Towns?
I wish I did. For your
You
sake.
don't think
I
they
did.
got eaten by lycanthropes or anything?
Look around you, Sonny. Look at the destruction here in Woblewud.
I figured as much.
You said there was no sign of struggle, right?
None.
I'd say it's fair to rule out the lycanthropes entirely. And I can promise you this. I wasn't there. I didn't do anything. If I did, I should hope I wouldn't be so dumb as to be caught by you all alone in Last Reach right after. With my daughter.
I
of all
figured as
things.
much. Just, Mr. Stuff had thought that maybe it was the were thing that Pharaoh turned into, but I guess not.
I understand why he'd have such a suspicion. Pharaoh's illness is a powerful one. I can promise you she had nothing to do with it.
Mr. Phalanx?
He kind of like looks reluctant to speak to you, Melonberry, but not out of any distaste for you, but just knowing the difficulty of the situation.
Yeah.
Yes, Melonberry.
I have two questions. One, do you?
He kind of smiles. I might be wrong, but in my lab under my desk.
Wow, it's like you knew exactly what I was gonna ask you.
I made sure to take care of it before we took any action to leave this place. I wanted to make sure you were taken care of.
Well, thank you. I was also wondering, and he kind of like looks over to Pharaoh to see if she's like paying attention to them.
She is kind of. She, especially now that you're talking to her dad, she's paying a little bit more attention.
He kind of lowers his voice and he's like, "When everything happened, did you say to her?"
Well, I find that Pharaoh, as young as she is, has a harder time controlling the illness inside of her than we do. And when she is pushed into less than positive memories, she tends to have less control and slip more easily into her form and in the moment. Well, I feel terribly guilty about it now. In the moment, it was necessary. I'll never do it again, Melonberry. Never.
Kind of nods his head and looks up at him. Says, "I believe you." Was she born with it?
None of us were. None of us had this but a month ago.
A month ago?
Who was patient zero? Who started it?
It's hard to say. One of a couple. Meaning we knew of a handful before we knew of one, so hard to say exactly which one is patient 0 versus patient 5, but one of them.
Whoa. Well, that means that whoever infected them could still be out there.
Well, Melonberry, makes sense that would be the case, but some things in our world have unknown origins, unknown to us. We're not too sure, or at least I'm not. I'm not the brightest mind in all of Aerodwell, but I do not know where lycanthropy comes from. Not many do. Maybe one day you'll find out and you'll be a better doctor than I ever was.
Melonberry kind of like smiles and maybe one day.
And it's at that point that you guys hear the voice of Regulus once again. All right, I wish not to cut off any goodbyes, but now would be the time. We must get going after all. Everyone, please stand away from the pods.
They going back to Kharodden?
They haven't said anything.
We don't know. Yeah.
Once everyone has stepped away from the pods, you see as Regulus kind of steps forward, puts his hand on the pod in front of him, which doesn't have anyone that you guys necessarily immediately identify in it. And he snaps his finger in his other hand. And in that instant, every pod, every lycanthrope disappears.
What happened?
Yep.
Where'd they go?
Oh, looked like some sort of
powerful magic.
Like some sort of transportation magic. Don't worry, Melonberry.
A whole
probably never
town
see any
could
of those people
disappear like
again.
that.
Yeah.
A whole town could disappear like that.
Sonny instantly just covers Melonberry's mouth.
Yeah.
So and then he leans down in Mel's ear, and in the sternest Mel's ever heard it, he goes, "Don't say another word."
Tempus will kind of stand in front of Melonberry.
And then I'll slowly take my hand off Melonberry's mouth.
You do. And just like that, every lycanthrope is, or every known lycanthrope is out of the way. And at this point, Regulus kind of turns to the rest. Now, the rest of you, if you'd remain here, we'll start administering the detection serums. Those of you who are found to be infected will join your peers. Those who are found to be uninfected are free to go about your lives as usual. Once this is completed, the quarantine will be lifted, and you'll be free to leave the town again.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go. Mine's less important.
I was gonna say, when he's done talking, I'd like to go up to him, just be like, excuse me, sir. I'm a young artificer, and I was wondering what spell you used to get all those pods out of here, because it was really cool and powerful, and I'd love to learn it one day.
Basically what I was gonna do.
Skill far surpasses that of your average artificer. You must have very high ambition.
Gotta shoot up, right?
Yo, gotta do what?
Don't shoot up.
Don't shoot up.
Shoot
stay in
up
school.
to the sky. Not
shoot
like
up.
that, bruh.
Shoot for the moon.
Let's shoot for the moons.
I was gonna say, right? Aren't there two of them?
Hey kids, don't shoot up. Instead, get down. On the ground, this is an active drill.
Oh no.
America humor.
Specifically
Bro,
American joke.
Bro, yeah, you get a kid who knows cantrips. That's even worse.
Yikes.
Sorry, Epek. What were you just doing? I apologize.
I was asking him the spell that he used, because I was curious about it.
Oh, well, I haven't thought to name it, if I'm being honest. Something I've been working on.
You invented that spell.
Plenty of people invent magic, or invent new spells.
Right here.
Wow. Are there a lot of people who know it, or is it really just you?
Well, I'm not one to share my secrets so willingly. I would be lying if I had said that no one else was capable, but I'm not sure anyone else has done such a thing. I am the head of the guard after all.
No, I know. That's why I'm asking. Like, it was pretty cool, man.
Can I
Lord, sir.
If you ever wish to learn, sign up to join the Kharodden Guard, and if you rise high enough, maybe I'll teach you.
Can I see if he's lying about the spell, like him making the spell himself or anything like that?
You can certainly make an insight check to try.
Okay. Where's my insight? There it is. Not that insightful. 9.
9? And you said it to see if
Yeah.
he was telling the truth specifically about like the creation of the spell?
Yeah. Just see if
It's-
like he maybe got a little sweaty when he was talking about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to gauge whether or not he's being honest about it. Going off his word, you would imagine he is. He's been relatively honest up until this point. And you would know, Tempus, after your own dabbling in, education and magic, that it's definitely possible and common for people to kind of make up their own... It's not always like inventing a new spell, but just finding a new way to use magic, kind of.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Alright.
it's also my workaround of being like, hey, the spells have names in D&D, but not in this world. Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
I mean, they have names, but it's not as concrete.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, your name for something might be different than my name for something.
Yeah, magic missile.
dude, I'm
magic
about to-
missile is actually
I'm about
never miss attack.
I'm about to name all my spells. I
Oh, yeah,
hope that's
it's all-
okay.
it's all
They're just
anime
gonna
too.
be silly names.
Yeah, dude. I mean, we switch rage to brave do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That's fine. I love it.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, technically, if you're a sorcerer, it would you would have names for all your stuff because you innately cast.
You would
don't,
innately
like, learn
cast.
spells.
Right.
And so I imagine as a warlock, all your spells could be just like
Well,
whatever your patron called them.
You could still like flavor it as if you level up and gain a new known spell as a sorcerer, it could be a new spell you just came up with.
Yeah, that's something you just cooked up
Right.
in the books.
Yeah.
Instead of sanctuary, it's the no square.
That's hilarious.
My spells sound so cool. I don't want to change coronal shift.
Does that- does that make-
badass.
That's not a good thing. That's not a spell.
Does that make counter
I mean-
spells
Oh!
the sex offender shuffle?
What?
Because if Melonberry says sanctuary, it's the no square, and someone counter spells it, then does that make
Oh
counter spells the
no!
sex offender shuffle?
Oh no!
It's definitely only in that instance. Only in that instance.
Elliot, there are children here.
Yeah, that's why I
Oh my
said
God.
Melonberry's about to learn testicular torsion. The spell.
it. Dude,
Oh.
that's oh god.
I don't care
Ninth
what level. I don't
that's
care what
power
level
word
adventurer
kill.
you are. That's an insta KO.
That's power word.
Get
Power
get
word.
out of here.
Immediate jab.
It's a 30% to hit, 1-hit KO move from Pokemon.
I love that.
But yes, he answers your question as such, Epec.
All right. Well, that was it.
Always room for
See you when you
more
test me.
aerial capable members in our guard.
Yeah, I don't think Kharodden guard's for me. Thanks though. I'm gonna like walk off.
Isn't for most.
Do his like arcane markings and stuff? Are those familiar to? Like, has Mark seen those before? Are they striking him as warlocky or anything like that?
Yeah, go ahead and make an Arcana or a History check.
Oh gosh. Probably about the same because I'm a dipshit.
Can I give him guidance?
Ooh.
Oh,
yes,
I
yes.
guess no. That's. I don't want to be casting spells because
Oh yeah,
very
that's
obvious
minus
components.
1.
Fuck yeah.
Still in that 20. All
Yeah.
right.
All right.
Okay. Yes. So you do immediately recognize that it is an arcane sigil. It seems to match some of the markings of who is Ryakron, who is the prime of Community in the Wilds. These runes tend to indicate elemental magic of some sort, or elemental prowess.
And what prime was that?
Ryakron, the sculptor.
Is there any for my homie?
Hmm?
Nothing. I was making this. Fine. Don't worry about it.
Not worried about it.
Yeah, good. Yo.
Anyone else
Alright,
doing anything in particular, or are we just lining up and waiting for these tests to get doled out?
Waiting.
Yep.
Wait.
So yeah, a little bit more time goes by. These doctors and scientists and stuff you've been watching, Mark, they start to set up like a bunch of like tables, and they get a bunch of what they look. They're not in like the fluid gel syringes that you guys were using before. These look like they're in like little potion bottles, with like a little orange, slightly bioluminescent liquid in them, and they arrange them all out on these tables, and one by one they have you guys line up and come to test them. A couple people are in front of you in line. You see as they drink these potions, it must taste awful because everyone reacts as such. And you watch as a bunch of people, nothing happens, and then eventually, similar to what you've seen, someone drinks the potion. They glow, almost this time a more similar color to the color of the potion. Like there's almost like an orange light that comes out from underneath them before they begin to kind of push out from the inside in their lycanthrope form. Only one lycanthrope is discovered or detected by the time you guys are ready to get tested. They usher you to come get your test first, Sonny, as they seem to understand that there's going to be something weird with it.
Yeah, I will gladly step up. Well, not necessarily gladly, but I step up.
Mhm.
Ready to go.
They give you the potion, or they give you the serum.
Yes.
Go ahead and make a con save for me.
All right. I fucking explode and die. 15.
Yep. So you drink it. It tastes freaking vile. And like last time, you begin to glow, but nothing pushes out from you. The scientists all are like hurriedly taking notes and like trying to. Some of them are kind of like touching you, like even though they're not asking permission, they're kind of hesitant. They're like, okay, and they're all just jotting down some stuff. And then one of them looks to you, and she'll just go, we were told if, with your permission, you might be willing to leave behind some samples, maybe of your blood. Well, we would also love some hair, some saliva if you have it.
Yeah. Actually, I mean, Sonny looks back at the group and he's just like, I mean, perhaps, would it not be better if, like, maybe I was in Kharodden with y'all?
Oh, you're always welcome to come to the capital and join us. Yes. We may need you. We may not. We didn't want to inconvenience you, so we thought a sample would do.
Yeah. I mean, take all the samples that you want. I'll confer with my friends over there before I'll make any final decisions. But
Well, yeah. I mean, with your generous donation to our research, if you ever find yourself in the capital city, we'll be more than willing to put you up. We have places for all of you, you and your friends, if you wish to come and stay sometime.
Well, that would be very, very nice. Thank you.
Of course.
Tempus looks slightly displeased at the sound of Kharodden.
And they'll take saliva, hair, and blood samples from you.
Word.
No peeing in a cup.
Damn.
All right.
No stool samples?
No stool samples.
No fucking. They don't need me to jork.
They don't need you to jork.
Jork in a
It's
cup.
actually called. It's actually chair samples here. They don't call it stool. Because double O.
Stool's never
Oh,
evolved.
I'm sorry.
you're right.
STUL, bro. Stool.
Stole.
Got him.
Dude, you just got
Dude.
Well, they could call it STOOL because then it's holy shit.
Ah!
God damn. I'm like,
It is a holy time when he's sitting on that throne. Right?
Melonberry, point of inspiration, because I love that. That was good.
Let's go. We love to see it. I'm now sitting on 3 of these beds.
But all right, so
Stacked
you can stack them. I'm not gonna hold you to
I'm
it.
not gonna use them all in the same roll.
You can't use more than one in a turn ever. I'm just gonna say that now. And you can't stack more than 3 at a time. We'll say 3 is the limit.
Heard. Well, I'll start using them then.
Yeah.
You got one.
Yep. So, Sonny, you get tested. They take their samples. They usher the rest of you. I'll just go in order. Bayard, you take the serum.
Yes, I do.
Con save. Melonberry, you take the serum.
Yes, sir.
Con save. Mark, you take the serum.
We'll try.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I'm standing near Sunny though. So
Yep.
I got a 23.
And then
on
Tempus and Epec, if you're drinking it,
my save.
con save.
Nah, I'm not. Yeah, I am. It's fine.
He's like, no, I'm not.
Are,
they're not 20.
am I in direct sunlight right now?
Yes.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like actually, for real?
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah. Certainly. You guys are outside.
I have to roll one more con check because I have disadvantage.
Con save.
Does it count as an ability check if it's a con save?
Con save,
Yeah,
not
right.
not an ability check. Con save.
Not, oh, sorry. Yeah. So I'm good. It's a 7. Still shit.
I should have been rolling some disadvantage on this shit.
I see a 7 and a 10. Are those 2 final answers there for people?
Got a 10.
Those
Yeah.
so you guys react a little bit worse than the rest to the taste of this, and you will be poisoned for 1 hour.
Motherfucker.
You have the poison.
2 levels exhausted. I'm poisoned.
Hi already.
As
vaping,
as
bro.
the serum works, but it is not sitting well in either one of your stomachs.
Shitty serum. Ours was better.
It was indeed. It was indeed. Phalanx is good at what he does.
Melonberry vomits.
One of them looks at you and says, "Hey, sweetie, You're gonna need to take another one now.
No.
Melonberry coughs like an iPad kid for sure.
Yeah. Oh no, bro.
They give you another one to take because you gotta take another one if you vomit.
All right.
Make another con save.
I'll do another con save. I'll do another con save.
Do you got games on your stone?
I got a 12.
A 12. All right. So you managed to not be poisoned for another hour. You're still poisoned from the first one. And the other hour would have stacked. It's not like it would have been another hour after that. So.
Yeah. Tempus leans over Mark. Just carry me.
Do you guys have any like muffins or juice boxes or anything?
Melonberry eats more of Scratch's jerky.
There is unfortunately no craft services table. Yeah, Scratch also gets tested at some point, and then goes, "Hey, watch it! I don't like your hands on my paws."
Nice.
Accurate.
Sounds like Scratch. I believe it.
That was a good one.
I never think about like trying to imitate my characters' voices, but then they'll miss a session and I'll have to, and it's always kind of fun.
Scratch has an easy one to approximate at least.
My all-time favorite, personally. I mean, it's never my favorite when you guys miss a session, obviously, but my all-time favorite was when Ryan would miss a Star Wars session and I'd get to do Hemlock's voice. It was a lot of fun.
That's a good voice.
Ryan just has a lot of good character voices.
Yeah.
All right, you guys are all tested. Do you guys linger around waiting for everyone else to get tested, or what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna talk to the group while everyone else is getting tested, kind of off to the side, away from the prying ears of anyone that would hear.
Yeah, at this point, for the first time, you have freedom to move about like the town. Like you don't have to stay in this area.
So, I'm not the only one that saw that whole shindig earlier, right?
Yes.
No, you're certainly not.
That's why I asked him about it.
And correct me if I'm wrong. When you did that, he said he was the only one that could. He knew they could do that.
Well, he kind of said that, but he was kind of like, it's magic powerful enough that people can do it. He was just the one that did this one,
Yeah, y'all think
we need to see if he's been in Last Reach.
It might be worth it to make our way to Kharodden.
Hear an audible from Tempus.
Yeah, I mean, like that's
Kharodden?
the other way.
Things wrong with Kharodden.
Do we go to Kharodden, or do we try and figure it out while we're closer?
I don't know.
We don't know how much longer they're gonna be here.
We don't know how much longer everyone's gonna be alive.
Hey, if we go to Kharodden, it gives us 2 stops. We can. Oh, you meant yeah. Well, if it seems
the other way.
I think it's safe enough to assume that based on that, whatever happened to everyone in Last Reach in the Twin Towns has to be magic of some kind. So, first of all, I told y'all so. Second of all,
Nobody denied it. I don't remember.
What do y'all suggest?
Well, I have to go to Kharodden soon anyway because I still have to take my oath.
Your what?
The way of the Whisper.
Yeah.
Oh.
You guys...
That's right. I know about that. I mean, yeah, that's right, Mel. Forgot about that.
Sonny, it's potentially likely you would never have traveled to Kharodden for this. It's a common practice for those in Kharodden. It's in the Adventurer's Guide. So you guys do know a little bit about this, but it's like a coming of age thing. It's mostly for the members of the city of Kharodden and the surrounding areas. Not many people make the travel from south of the Shadow Arc to do this.
Okay. Then never mind. I don't know what that is.
But Mark, you would know of it. You just probably haven't done it. Mark, you've certainly done it. Tempus has. Bayard and Epec probably you guys have as well.
And I swear I'm still sore from when they did mine to me.
What do they do to you?
Well, I don't know if they're all like this, but orcish coming of age usually involves a bit of an arse whooping.
Well, I don't want them to whip my ass.
Well, no, you're probably fine, and not whipping, but whooping.
I remember when I
go on. What?
I would say when I came of age, my dad made me make 100 pairs of shoes.
Well, I remember when you made 100 pairs of shoes.
There was, I think there's still like 20 back in last reach, trying to get rid of them.
Shoes.
There's a lot of shoes, yeah. A lot of shoes.
A lot of shoes.
You need new shoes, Mark?
You know, he's a shoe wizard. A shoe mechanic, I should say.
A shoe wizard is so funny.
I know my way around a soul, okay? You know, most people can't tell they can't tell their aglets from their eyelets, you know what I'm saying? So.
The school of cobblemancy.
Ooh. The school of cobblemancy.
You look over at Tempus and he just has flip-flops on.
The aglets eyelets line got me so
good. You're welcome.
Being able to use the word aglet in like a creative scenario is so peak.
A-G-L-E-T.
I'll just check the inspiration point off now. Like, until you guys are hyping me up. Might as well, you know. Everyone keeps chirping about how cool I am.
I'd like to use I'd like to spend an inspiration point to make sure he doesn't get one.
Oh damn! All right, well, there goes that.
You don't have to spend one. He doesn't get one. It's all good.
I mean, I guess we could go to Kharodden. I don't really know how we're supposed to look for our family.
Well,
so I think as long as I'm with you guys, it doesn't really matter what we do.
Kharodden's not a bad place to look. You see Tempus almost like he goes as he says it, but he's like, it's a large place with many people. It's a good place to even just find information.
I mean, we could hitch a ride with them.
Maybe he could magically teleport us there with the snap of his fingers.
He can poof us.
He can poof us?
What?
No, poof.
Oh, I heard boof. I was like, what the hell? Oh my god.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, what's Melonberry, how old are you now?
I'm gonna be 13 in a few weeks.
All right, we'll tell you in 5 years.
What? That's so far away.
Ain't that far.
Melonberry, I'll tell you tomorrow. My brothers told me when I was your age.
EPEC.
Last year.
As an adult, I have to tell you not to do that.
Wait, EPEC's 13?
EPEC, are you only
No, he's
13?
I'm 14.
Oh.
Yo, what the fuck? Yo, give this kid a wedgie. What are you doing? I'm gonna find the nearest toilet and see if Melonberry's ears swirl down with the flesh or not.
I will kick your ass.
We're bullying today. I'd never do that. Melonberry's too cute. I'll do it to EPEC though.
Yeah.
Why me? What did I do?
I'm gonna tie your shoelaces to a flagpole and pop your wings out so we can fly you.
Oh my god.
Good luck catching me, bro. I'm faster than you in the air.
You are.
Some superhero.
Hey, I'm not a superhero. I'm just a regular guy.
Who wears a bandana?
Well, I didn't want the government to know who I was.
Regular guys can't wear bandanas.
How did that go? How did that go?
Well, the government knew. Okay, what do you want me to say?
Immediately gets voice ID'd.
He puts on the bandana and talks to Phalanx. Or sorry, to Trev, someone he's had intimate private conversations with.
Huh. I wonder, this adventuring party I've seen almost every day for the past 3 days. One of their members is missing. I wonder
who's
which one.
The large dark one. That guy.
He looks like that guy in the bandana. Weird.
He looks like the only other large dark guy I saw walk around with them.
wearing the same shoes.
Yeah, same exact.
Same
like
same
prestige
outfit,
shoes.
same haircut. Like,
The prestige shoes are always the dead giveaway.
I was gonna say the real question is: does Sonny have really nice shoes or really shitty shoes?
I mean, it's worn leather, but you can tell he takes care of it. You know.
If you're a
Respect.
cobbler, you gotta have nice shoes.
He doesn't like.
Well, yeah, but
polish
it's
them,
like,
but
it's like if there's only 2 people who cut hair in town, which hairdresser do you go to? You go to the hairdresser with the bad haircut, because that means the good hair. That means the good guy is cutting the other guy's hair.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Yeah, so
Every
there's
time-
2 doors. One brother lies, one brother tells the truth. That's what you sound like.
There's also train tracks.
So quick sidebar and we'll get back. I saw a fun rendition of the 2 brothers in front of 2 doors. One always lies, one tells the truth. Because like the solution is you're supposed to ask like what is he gonna say or whatever. I saw one. It's like the barbarian's answer, where he takes out a sword and just kills one of the brothers and then points and goes, "Is he dead?" And I was like, that's so good. That's such a good way to do that. Like, all right. So after some time, you guys, unless you guys have anything else to say in this little sidebar.
No.
After some time, you guys aren't near like the main area. You guys once again hear the voice of Regulus over the town. Citizens of Woblewud, those of you who have been found to be free of the lycanthrope disease are free to go about your days, your lives, your business. The quarantine will end immediately, and we will be on our way momentarily. Meet us back in Newtown if you have any questions surrounding proceedings moving forward or anything else. That will be all. Thank you for your cooperation, Lord Regulus Bolt.
Wow, he signed off. That means it's serious.
All right, y'all. So, moment of truth time. We going to Kharodden with them, or we hoofing it?
I mean, we might as well ask. We might as well ask them if they'll.
Yeah, he
if
said.
they'll boof us there.
I would
Maybe
Wait.
they'll boof us there.
Is Newtown here?
Newtown is here, yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
No, it's actually
Just
in
global.
Connecticut.
Oh yes, Newtown, the
That's
district.
that's a hell of a hike, yeah.
From here to
Yeah.
Kharodden?
Yeah,
Well, we
I think we'd have to go through the Shadow Lark.
should
Yeah.
ask Mr.
And I don't-
Regulus if he has any
Yeah.
fast way of getting there.
Just ask Mr. Regulus if he'll boof us.
Nope.
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 Well, yeah.
Can he get us
so
there?
I can do it. Hey, Mark, come with me.
All right.
I don't want to go.
Let's just keep it.
Wait.
Y'all pack the stuff up from the inn.
Okay.
But I'm good at talking to people.
Mel, you're 13.
I'm actually 12 and a half.
I
Gonna
was
be
trying to keep
13
it
in a couple
13 for the
I'm
extra.
I'm actually like 12 and 3/4. Probably more than that.
Mel, you're 12 and 3/4. So your small
So
hands are
what?
great. Your small hands are great for picking up any socks we lost in crevices.
Epek is 13, and you guys ask Epek to do stuff.
Have you seen the size of
I'm
Epek's
14.
hands? Epek's got
Also,
big
I can
hands.
fly.
He's got like
Okay, maybe one day I could fly too. I don't know.
so me Mel, you're gonna go with them, and then me and Mark are gonna go talk to these guys.
Well, for the record, I'm actually 16, but my hands are really quite large.
Yeah, you're only 16.
Yeah.
Everyone in this party's mad young.
What the
You're
fuck?
like-
Why am I older than so many people?
Tempus is only 28.
That's what I keep telling people. Thank you, Melonberry.
And Bayard's 30 or something.
Yo, why are you hanging out with a bunch of kids, bro?
Scratch is the old.
Damn,
actually.
almost
yeah.
like
Scratch is
everyone ever got that you guys ever knew got disappeared or something.
Cats don't even live that long.
Man, we're like a team of teens, like a you know, like a teen
not
team,
gods, but like bigger.
Yeah, we're like,
yeah,
I'm not
Titans.
13.
No,
I'm
that's-
not a teenager.
We're the mostly Teen Titans.
Yeah, we're the preteen Power Rangers.
No, I don't like that.
We deliver our own form of youthful justice, like a young style of justice. You know what I'm saying?
I hate
Yeah.
you so much. Like a young style of justice, you know?
But yeah, I want to take Mark into a sidebar alone.
Yep, absolutely.
Secrets hurt people.
Well, I don't know if he wants to see her get out.
Melonberry certainly tries to sneak away from the group packing up the inn and tries to follow Mark and Sunny.
I throw Melonberry like a perfectly spiraled gourd seed at a nearby wall. I'm kidding. I don't know. I'm feeling like I'm feeling amped up today.
I'm feeling amped.
Hey, I mean, my passive perception is 13.
Oh, I guess Azario, if I want to sneak and follow them, do you want me to roll a stealth?
If you're trying to sneak, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I would like, since he seemed adamant about me not going with them, I am trying to stay out of sight.
Yep, go right for it.
Oh, I gotta roll a disadvantage because we're in sunlight. I got a 12.
Hey, Mark, listen, I
should have guidanced myself. Melonberry goes to guidance himself after the fact, and like you could just see the glowing from around the corner of Melonberry's magic.
I don't let on that I see Melonberry.
So
Mark,
Melonberry, you still feel pretty hidden.
I heard that that you have a secret candy stash at the inn, and I need to know if that's true or not because well, we can't let Melonberry find that. You know what I'm saying?
No. No, I don't have any. Sorry, if I had candy, I would have shared it. Sorry.
Well, it's your secret. It's your secret candy stash that's at the inn.
No, I'm. Yeah. No, I have so much candy at the inn, and it's so secret. Like chocolate and like the little gummy worm things, all of that, right up in there.
Up in there.
And you said you didn't. You said that it was in like a. Is it in that drawer with the lock on it?
Yeah, with like the big brass lock. But there's a guard, and it's a dragon, and it's very tiny, and he protects the candy.
So like someone would have to could maybe try to like sneak around the dragon to get to the candy.
Yeah.
Is Melonberry taking any of this bait?
You hear the very flat footsteps of Melonberry waddle running away towards the inn.
All right, there we go. All right, on to more serious things. Did you kill somebody?
What?
Oh my god!
What?
All right, so listen, Mark. I'm not one for rumors and gossip, but I just want to make sure that nothing unfortunate or unexpected is going to come across us when we go to Kharodden, because you're coming with us. And I may have heard that you maybe might be wanted for murder.
Oh, so like that's on an official level. I think it's all been like cleared up unless they like crack something else open. But you know, there's some people with some suspicions. Probably.
I'm gonna put aside my own personal feelings in regards to that, and as long as we're good, we're good.
I'll tell you all about it when I tell everyone about it. How's that?
Hey man, you tell us when you're ready. I'm not gonna push. Ain't my business.
It's about time. You've all met my special acquaintance, few times now, so it's.
Oh, yes. You dark passenger. That's right. Oh, I'm not there.
He just wanted to say you're dark passenger.
I sort of look back and I go, hey, Mark, listen. I don't know what it's like to have two people in your mind, but I know what it's like to have two different shoes on your feet, and you wear them well. And I give him a pat on the shoulder.
Oh, I hate it.
You don't like that my shoe analogies are hitting? Is that what you hate?
I don't know if they're hitting, but they're definitely kicking.
Every time Sonny speaks about shoes, I just picture Adam Sandler from The Cobbler.
The Cobbler. Surprisingly decent Adam Sandler movie, man.
It's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad.
Hey, so you came here for some shoes?
I didn't know Scratch was here.
He's gotten into the cobbling business.
I love a good cobbler.
Peach,
you know it's good because he only plays one character.
Apple.
All right, I'm gonna go to those guys and secure his passage to Kharodden with them, the scientist dudes.
You're gonna go to one of the scientists in particular.
Yeah, and try to.
There are
the ones who are
plenty of them around.
I'll approach one. Me and my allies were looking to go to Kharodden. Just figured it might be best if while you're doing your research, I was close by. You know.
Excellent. Then we'll look forward to hosting you in Kharodden.
Would it be possible for us to travel with you? Just make it easier for everybody.
Are you a member of the guard or on official business with Kharodden?
Yes. With you.
Oh, excellent. Then, as long as you register with Lord Bolt, everything should be fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll go talk to Lord Bolt then.
Right. He should be right over there. And she points over. You see him clearly.
Yeah, I will head over to Lord Bolt.
He's at the moment speaking with Treb. He sees you coming over and goes, and it's like just a couple seconds before he turns his full attention to you.
Lord Bolt, I was your science team. I was talking to them, and we as a group kind of came to the conclusion that it might be best to have me close by, just in case they need more blood samples, hair, anything like that, to make any sort of cure. We were wondering if we could just catch a ride with y'all to Kharodden. It might be faster.
Faster, yes. Unusual for us, given our regulations on official business for the guard. Nothing that I don't see why we couldn't arrange. Now, let me ask you though. You said you and your friends are of last reach?
Yes. Yeah.
We never said that.
Did
we? Well, Treb knows, so
I'm about to say Treb does know, and he's been
Treb. Yeah, Treb knows.
But
so.
And Treb's also right
Sonny
here,
doesn't.
too.
Sonny definitely doesn't realize, because we did never tell this guy, but he doesn't. It doesn't click with him.
But you do say yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So, if you don't mind my asking, how did you flee the lycanthropes there before arriving here?
There were lycanthropes in Last Reach?
Well, surely. He looks to Treb and then back to you. I was under the impression you were aware of the disappearance of your people.
Well, that we knew, but there was no signs of lycanthropes.
Well, I understand why amateurs such as yourself might see it that way, but when the guard and I walked through Last Reach in Twin Towns, it was our conclusion that it was the work of this lycanthrope disease, this cult of lycanthropes who've seen to the eradication of your people and those of the Twin Towns, Presage and Mar.
Eradication? You mean that they're dead?
We are to assume so. With the presence of lycanthropes and the disappearance of the people, either there's far more lycanthropes than we thought, and they're very, very good at hiding their numbers, or they eliminated your people. I think the latter is more likely.
That would explain the blood that we found in the town hall, but I'd hope someone just cut their hand or something, but
Well, like I said, to an amateur's eye, I'm sure things didn't look how you may have thought they would.
Well, I mean,
So I guess your answer then is you weren't privy to the knowledge of the lycanthropes in your town.
no, we was down in the helping with it, working on a mining expedition when the mine collapsed, and then we managed to survive that. And when we came back out, and everyone was gone.
You managed to survive a mine falling in on your heads.
Well, not on our heads. It fell in behind us.
Well, pardon my matter of speech. I mean the same thing. You managed to survive the cave-in in a mine. Surely you weren't down there alone, all of you, the kid and, well, the kids.
Oh, we were with there was a mining company. We got split up from them when the mine collapsed, and one of them went with us, but unfortunately he a second smaller cave-in, he sacrificed himself to save Melonberry. So.
How interesting. So we're to presume the rest of the mining company is dead then?
Yeah, we couldn't get in touch with them afterwards, so
Suppose that's better than them being lycanthropes. Oh, I must say it's rather odd. A group of children, a couple stray miners, and an Arathar managed to survive, while the entirety of the Arathar and the rest of your people couldn't. I'll hope you'll understand that it might be a bit suspicious.
I don't like this guy. I don't like him.
well, we are a special bunch. I've always been a bit stronger and faster than my peers, and I can vouch for the rest of them, so.
A bit more stronger, bigger, and more immune to the very disease we're dealing with. So tell me, Sonny, if I am confronted with a disease that we don't know its origins or where it comes from, 3 towns completely disappeared, 1 in open chaos, and for the first time in recorded history, someone with an immunity to this disease is found in this area. You might forgive me for thinking you might have more involvement than you're letting on.
Well, I would forgive you for that, the first time. But, I am the son of a gnomish shoemaker, and I make shoes.
You're half gnome?
Oh, no, adopted.
That makes more sense.
But I ain't left Last Reach my whole life.
Convenient.
I'd say so. It's a nice town.
Well, then know this, Sonny. You and your friends are free to stay, leave, return to Last Reach as you will. But know that I am watching you. Personally and closely. Don't give me any reason more to suspect that this is your doing.
I mean, we're a pretty boring bunch, so I don't think
not
you're gonna
the
get
lot
much.
of you. You, Sonny.
Oh, me. I make shoes, man. I'm a pretty boring guy myself, so.
Right. And I'm just a guard.
Speaking of which, if you need your shoes looked at, I'm more than happy to help.
He smirks. Right. Maybe, if you find your own way to Kharodden, we can talk of shoes. And he'll go to turn his attention elsewhere.
No what? A little bit rude, but alright. Sonny sort of turns and walks away.
Mm-hmm. He continues on speaking with Treb, other of his medical staff and such.
I don't like how confident he is that it was a werewolf attack. I
Hey,
don't like
Mark,
this guy.
That
like
guy, very suspicious. See,
He's confident that it's a werewolf attack, and also was like, but it doesn't. It's not surprising that it doesn't look like a werewolf attack to you.
I know. He was like, it was a werewolf attack, but also it could have been you, Sonny. Like, what the? What?
Yeah.
Sonny is tested positive for lycanthropy.
Well, kind of. He tested like.
So just for
like
the sake of semantics, he tests positive but shows no symptoms. Is how they would phrase that.
Yeah, so it's like it's like Ellie in The Last of Us. Like she tested.
Yes, that's essentially what it is. She tests positive if she gets scanned. Like, hey, she's infected, but she's not gonna turn. Oh, by The Last of Us.
So good.
So good.
God. I love The Last of Us.
And as you peel away from Regulus, and he goes back to his little conversation, we will go ahead and take a quick little 10-minute break.
Thank you, Tim.
We'll be back at, we'll call it 23.
Oh, thank you, 23.
Thank you.
All right. For the rest of you, just hold on. We will be back to roll some dice again shortly.
Bye.
I fell, I fall, I crossed the line. Been here too long, same song and rhyme. It's time I try, I roll the dice. Risked everything, I know the price. For in this moment, please believe what realm of life you can achieve. So take a chance, spread your wings wide. Leave behind shadows you can hide. For Aerodwell, we will rise above the rain. We risk our lives. For Aerodwell, you learn to fly. In Aerodwell. With every roll unfurl your path. It's in your hands, the world at last. Win or lose, it's yours to choose. Before you blink, your turn has passed. So don't waste it all away. Because I made the same mistakes through consequence and pain. I do it all again. For Aerodwell. In I fell, I fall, I crossed the line. Been here too long, same song and rhyme. It's time I try, I roll the dice. Risked everything, I know the price. For in this moment, please believe what realm of life you can achieve. So take a chance, spread your wings wide. Leave behind shadows you can hide. For Aerodwell, we will rise above the rain. We risk our lives. For Aerodwell, you learn to fly. In Aerodwell. With every roll unfurl your path. It's in your hands, the world at last. Win or lose, it's yours to choose. Before you blink, your turn has passed. So don't waste it all away. Because I made the same mistakes through consequence and pain. I do it all again. I fell, I fall, I crossed the line. Been here too long, same song and rhyme. It's time I try, I roll the dice. Risked everything, I know the price. For in this moment, please believe what realm of life you can achieve. So take a chance, spread your wings wide. I am your I fell, I fall, I crossed the line. Been here too long, same song and rhyme. It's time I try, I roll the dice. Risked everything, I know the price. For in this moment, please believe what realm of life you can achieve. So take a chance, spread your wings wide. Leave behind shadows you can hide. For Aerodwell, we will rise above the rain. We risk our lives. For Aerodwell, you learn to fly. In Aerodwell. With every roll unfurl your path. It's in your hands, the world at last. Win or lose, it's yours to choose. Before you blink, your turn has passed. So don't waste it all away. consequence and pain. I do it all again. For Aerodwell. I fell, I fall, I crossed the line. Been here too long, same song and rhyme. It's time I try, I roll the dice. Risked everything, I know the price. For in this moment, please believe what realm of life you can achieve. So take a chance, spread your wings wide. Leave behind shadows you can hide. So don't waste it all away, because I made the same mistakes through consequence and pain. I do it all again. same song and rhyme. It's time I try, I roll the dice, risked everything, I know the price. For in this moment, please believe what realm of life you can achieve. So take a chance, spread your wings wide, leave behind shadows you can hide. For Aerodwell, we will rise above the rain, we risk our lives. For
Alrighty, welcome back, everybody. Ooh. We are once again back here in Woblewud. You have just had a little conversation with our friend Regulus. Let me get him back up here, boy.
No, you can put that. You can put that motherfucker away.
Okay, putting that motherfucker away.
I don't want to. I don't want to look at him no more, bro.
No,
I want homies hate Regulus.
Shooting him now? Jesus Christ! What are you, a cop?
Hey, here's the guy who disappeared your family.
Oh yeah, so Sonny and whoever else was a part of that conversation, you guys walk away from Regulus. You were told that if you were tested and good, you guys are now free to leave. The quarantine is done for you. You are free to stay. What are you guys doing?
Y'all, once we're all together, I got some interesting news. I had a little conversation with Regulus. First of all, he is not going to give us...
Are you back at the inn?
Yeah.
Melonberry is searching all over for this.
Oh, sorry.
game.
I should have said Scratch will either he will try to stop you from going off on your own, given everything that's going on, Melonberry. And if you this is up to you since Scratch is not here. If you decide to ignore him, he'll go with you. If not, he holds you back.
Yeah, I think he just comes with me.
Yeah, he'll go with you then.
And then, and then when we go back, Melonberry is searching all over for this fucking candy stash.
Look, I'm telling you, kid, there's no candy. They were lying.
He seems so...
Mel.
Huh?
Were you eavesdropping on me and Mark's private conversation?
No.
Oh, really? Then why are you looking for a non-existent candy stash?
What?
You've been got, son.
Listen, I could have talked too, okay? I'm just saying.
You, Mel, sometimes you don't have to be a part of every conversation that happens, okay? Just because you want to know what happens doesn't mean that you need to. Notice how I didn't talk to nobody else either, just me and Mark. It was a me and Mark conversation.
Secrets hurt people.
Some secrets ain't mine to spill. Now, in other news, that Regulus guy, I don't trust him. Not one bit. He was pointing a lot of fingers in my direction, talking about how it's suspicious that I'm around the last region, that I might be the cause of the lycanthropy.
What?
Well, we know you were with us.
Exactly.
I know there wasn't lycanthropy in last week.
He seems to think that there was.
But
what?
He wanted to know how he survived. He's also under the impression that the lycanthropes killed everybody in last reach.
Yeah, which...
That's not true.
So he's either stupid or full of shit then.
One of the two. I'm leaning more towards let's just say this guy's a few bunny years away from a full knot, if you know what I'm saying.
So
looking these up.
No, these are off the dome. I am cooking right now.
Melonberry covers his ears. What do you mean?
So are we following him to Kharodden then?
We're gonna have to hitch our own ride because he won't take us with him. But I think that might be
a mighty fine idea, given he's the only guy we've seen who's got magic strong enough to make a whole bunch of people disappear all at once.
Cool. How about we, I need and then Tempest falls asleep standing up. Not actually sleeping, but for style, he's sleeping standing up. I'm just a bit exhausted.
We're gonna go all the way to Kharodden?
Yeah, Mel. That might be where Flora is, and if not, it might be clues where Flora is that way.
Then we gotta go through the Shadow Lark? Or no,
Yeah,
not
and also
necessarily.
seems like maybe what we were following was moving north. This is like the day of Sonny's vindication, if I'm being honest. This is a great day. I feel so right now.
I'm glad one of us feels good.
I feel so.
Oh, I don't feel
right
good. I
right
just
now.
feel right.
Well, I've traveled quite a lot, up and down, you know, the across the whole continent, fixing the sky in a mom. So, you know, like it's not that bad. I'll help us get through it and everything.
Oh, sounds like maybe it's time we all
Go
leave
tomorrow.
first. Yeah, leave at first light. We'll take Scratch's cart and we'll make a move on it. Ain't that right, Scratch?
Sure thing.
You're so agreeable today. It's great.
I was just literally just about to say that.
Whatever you've been doing lately, you should do that all the time.
Your mom.
There it
There we
is.
Well,
Thought
if
you were
we're
possessed for a second.
if we're going to Kharodden, Sonny, we might want to start thinking of, you know, each other as a little bit more than just group of friends.
This is what I've been saying.
I'm not saying we need a name.
Why not?
A name would be pretty cool.
Right?
That way, when people say, "Hey, who are you guys?" we're not just like, "Yeah."
Yeah. The Tempus and
That's
friends.
a good name, though. What if we're just yeah?
No, we're seeking out something. So why don't we could be like we could be we're a search party. That's a good start.
We could be the boofers.
All right, we don't need a name. All right.
Okay. All right.
We aren't. Listen, I'm not.
Still don't know
Throwing
what that
ideas
means.
out there. It's all right. It's all right. You don't need to.
Some of y'all may want to be adventurers, but I'm. That's not. I just happen to be places and help people out, but I'm still trying to find my family.
You may not want to be, Sonny, but it's the position you're being put in right now. And
Well, I don't might have
you
liked
need
that
to-
position.
Unfortunately, I'm not the one who put you in it, and we can't change it.
But being adventurers implies that we're gonna listen. It's against my better nature, but I think maybe we make a straight shot to Kharodden and try to stop in as few places as possible.
Go on
I
an
agree.
adventure, if you will.
Yeah.
I hate to
Also,
say it,
Sonny,
but
you-
you haven't been making a lot of shoes lately.
Also, you could always take an early retirement from adventuring,
Okay,
but
listen, I'm
maybe
not
at least
an
try it
adventurer.
out.
I'm gonna get food and I'm gonna go polish my shoes. And I'm gonna go to bed. And if anyone wants me to take a look at their shoes before we go on our trip tomorrow, then I will do that. You don't
At
have
this
good
point-
footwear, you might get bunions.
At this point, Tempest is like half leaning on Mark.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Snap to Mr. 28 years old, because you're going to want to hear this, I think. So, you all have now met my special friend, my dark passenger, as some would call it. I figure I should tell you about who he is, as I know him. Alright, sorry if this comes out weird. I haven't told anyone, and I've tried not to think about it for like a while. So about a year ago, me and 4 friends bought an old shitty house, and we moved to Kharodden. And strange things started happening. First it was very minor, and then it escalated, and we realized we were all having nightmares of the same figure, and we called him the Ragman. And then he killed 3 of my friends. Me and Oscar, we made it because we discovered sort of like an operating room in the basement, and it had a corpse still on it, all bound in these rags. And when I touched the corpse, I saw his story. He was a beggar, and a doctor took him in and shackled him to the bed. He promised him food and work and shelter, but he just tortured him. And every day he would cut into him with a rusty scalpel, poke around a bit, take notes. And when he was good and satisfied, he would rip off scrap of fabric from the bedsheet or the beggar's clothes or whatever, tie a quick knot and be done with it. And the beggar held out for like a while, like months. But by the time he died, he was covered in these wounds, bound by these rags. And his soul was too angry. His soul was too heavy to go on to the other side, so it stayed here. So I saw this, I pitied the ragman. Me and Oscar buried the corpse. We burned the house to the fucking ground. And I walked until I felt like it would all happen to someone else. And that's how I came to Last Reach. And I thought it was all behind me until the ragman came out of me. And now he's saved my life 4 times. So
Ragman came on you. That's crazy.
Thank you, Tempus, for the levity. We do appreciate that in this dark time.
I'm not great at the emotional stuff, you know. It's
Epec is gonna hug Mark.
Yeah, he like lets himself be hugged and kind of like stoops to rest his head on Epec's shoulder.
Mark, I got a question for you. You said 3 of your friends passed away. Do you know what happened to them?
Yeah. This might be. So you're a young man now, Melonberry, but this might be the time for earmuffs. So one of them hung himself. Another one bled out in a bathtub with no like wounds, no blades of any kind nearby. And then the last one, the ragman took him over, and me and Oscar did what we had to do.
So the ragman was responsible for it.
Yeah.
Sorry. Do you know? I'm sorry. Do you know what happened to the doctor that was doing all that stuff?
No clue. Been on the lookout.
Oh.
Hoping we don't run into him.
Do you think that was like a recent thing, or was it, like a couple 100 years ago, or like?
Well, he was still on the table.
He was still on the table. He wasn't fresh by any means, but he wasn't a skeleton either.
Yeah.
I know that was a lot. Yeah, I don't. If you guys
Well-
don't want to like travel with me anymore, it's like I understand.
No. We're all just like feel for you, Mark. We're really sorry. Well,
Yeah.
I am. I can't really speak for everyone, but I assume so.
And you know what? This is
I'm not very good
Go
at
ahead.
the emotional stuff, Mark, but I did promise to help you in any way I can with your dark passenger. So I will continue that, and if you one day don't want to get rid of it, I'll understand. But if you do, I will do my best to find out what I can.
Bayard like puts a hand on his shoulder and goes, "We've all got our demons."
man, as far as I can tell, you managed to put the Ragman's abilities to use for good stuff. So sounds like as long as that's the case, then you're fine by me.
Well, that's part of the reason I'm sticking with you all. If it gets out of hand, I want you to put me down.
Well, we'll try and make sure it doesn't come to that.
Me too.
And if you don't feel comfortable going to Kharodden with us, that's
I mean, the bad things with me no matter what, so it doesn't really matter if I go back there, I don't think.
Hey, who knows? Maybe if when we're there, we'll find something that helps.
Be nice.
I would say we get a move on, or get a rest in, and then
I think we should rest first. It's been a
get a move on tomorrow.
long day.
Yeah.
All right.
It's
Let's do that.
approaching late afternoon, early evening, so you guys still have plenty of daylight if there's anything you guys wish to do. Any time you wish to spend here in Kharodden before you head out.
I mean, Sonny will just kind of spend his night helping clean up things, just helping around the town with the aftermath of all that chaos.
Yeah, there's plenty of things that need to just be helped cleaned up, picked up, put away, moved.
And then
Debris
when the
cleared.
sun sets, he'll go to bed.
Anyone else with any in particular tasks they're trying to accomplish with their last day, night, evening in Woblewud?
I have a question.
I might have an answer. We'll have an answer.
How-
It might be a good one, that might not be.
How long is the long rest again?
8 hours. You need to be resting for 6 of those 8 hours, which allots time for taking a watch or something.
So my theory, there's no way you're gonna let this happen, but I have 2 levels of exhaustion.
Mm-hmm.
I only need 4 hours to sleep.
My gut is to immediately say no. I wanna. It's because you're an elf or a half elf, right?
Yeah. I simply just meditate for 4 hours and it counts.
I'm
as a
pretty
long
sure it's no.
rest.
I'm gonna read the wording of the trance.
It's-
That all else.
it was
but I'm
worth
pretty
a
sure.
try.
Yeah, I'm about to say it's definitely. Man, you're never gonna get those things if you don't ask for them. You know.
I gotta go somewhere. I gotta go to the hospital. I gotta go to Phalanx's room. He said he left me something under his bed, under his workbench. Oh gosh, I don't remember.
All right. Well, we can go searching for it. I'll go with you.
Yeah, let's go.
Brian, it says specifically in trance, they meditate deeply, remaining semi-conscious for 4 hours a day. So once a day.
Okay, got it. That's fine. I'll have 1 level of exhaustion.
Yeah, you still at the 1 level.
What if you did that and then also took a long rest for 6 hours? That's 10 hours of sleep.
I don't think my guy actually sleeps because he's half elf. He's more trancing, meditating. He's saying Fusa while he's crisscross applesauce. That's all right. We tried. I got all my shit back at least.
You were headed somewhere,
Yeah, so
Melonberry?
Melonberry and I were gonna go to Phalanx's hospital room.
Yep.
Yes.
You guys know your way. You've been there plenty of times. It's out in the East District. You get there. There's no one inside at the moment. Whereas you've been greeted by someone at the desk anytime you've entered. There's no one here. And even though there's a fair amount of mess and debris outside, the hospital itself doesn't seem to have taken much exterior damage.
Excellent. Alright, yeah. Push those doors open, head on in.
Yeah, again, you guys are inside, there's no one there.
Yeah, I guess I make my way towards Phalanx's office.
Would you know where his office is?
I think we went there on the first day.
Nope, no one has been to Phalanx's office. As far as you guys are aware, he might not have an office. We have not visited his office in this campaign. You guys have been to his lab.
Oh yeah. Let's go to the lab then.
Yep, you go in. You know the lab is like almost immediately as you enter right here on the left. It's in a state of like, it's not put together, like it's not a neat lab, but it's not like messy by any means. It just looks like a bunch of stuff was done and then not put away.
Yeah.
Did he say where he left it?
Yeah, he said it was under his, I think his workbench, or maybe I don't remember.
Oh. All right. Go check under the workbench.
Yeah.
You don't really see a workbench anywhere in here. There's plenty of like workspaces that maybe if it would be a bench, but there's nothing like that you would describe as a bench.
Yeah.
There are several like lab counters, like akin to what you would see in like a high school science lab. Way cleaner. No gum under the table. A whole bunch of instruments. Again, they're kind of scattered about. Nothing's really put away. Some cabinets are open. There are like a few cabinets and cubbies that hold presumably some stuff. Some glass cabinets that you can see that hold other herbs, potions, other things behind them. There's a few desks over in a corner. That's about what fills this room.
So mad at myself. Oh.
Did he say what it was? Did he say what color it is? Anything we can look for?
I think it looked. I mean, it might look like the case he gave me before. And I take out the potion case. It's under something.
Under something?
Yeah.
Alright. You pick it down like as flat to the ground as he can. And he just like looks around to see if there's any like, I don't know, clearing at floor level that looks like it could fit something.
Sure, yeah. You can make a perception check with advantage as you know to look underneath things.
Can I make an investigation check?
Yes, you'll have to be more active than being in one spot for that. The way in at least I see perception is I'm standing still. What can I see? Investigation is I'm gonna move around and like open some stuff up.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely move around, open some stuff up,
Yeah.
make it a thorough
Yep.
invest.
I'm gonna give you guidance. Well, I guess I don't say that. Please help me, Epek. And I just like give you a hug, and I like glow, and then you start to glow.
Power of friendship.
That was a 24.
24, yeah. You notice that there's something underneath one of the desks over in like the back part of the room. Looks like it's probably a case. just sitting under the desk.
I will grab that out and hand it to Melonberry.
You do.
I check what's inside.
There you go.
You open it up, and there are 10 syringes with one large jar of like this amber, like deep, like amber colored fluid. It's all different in presentation than it was before, with a little note on the inside. Says for Melonberry from Phalanx. 10 doses, 24 hours. Use them well. And then there's like a paw print instead of a signature, and then next to it there's a tiny smaller paw print.
Oh. Feel like closes it and just hugs Epek. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Now, I want you to come with me on a short little detour.
Oh. Okay.
He said, "Ha! Surprise! Got what I wanted."
The Melonberry Epek filler episode.
Gotta have
Their
the
buddy
kids hang
cop.
out. So as we leave the hospital, I want to find like a wall of a building or something that has maybe been, like the building has been kind of damaged, and so the wall's not going to be in use. Do you like Jaffiel or nah?
Well, saying a wall is not in use is just kind of funny.
Well,
a wall that is
yeah.
broken is likely to be mended, not just left broken. So
Word,
it
yeah.
won't be not in
Yeah,
use for very long.
Yeah, word, that's fine.
Word.
Just something that is currently not
Right.
in use. And I'm gonna go there, and I'd like to pull out my spray paint can, and I'm gonna show Melonberry kind of what I'll be doing.
Show
And
us
I'm
what
gonna
you be
paint
doing.
a little scene. Yeah, word. So the scene when the guards were gathering up all the lycanthrope, and you had like some of them fighting and some of them chilling, and like some of them had given up. I'm gonna do like a little like silhouette scene of that happening, and have it like not like tell the tale of like the lycanthrope like day that we just had, but kind of make it feel story-esque in like a 1, 2, 3 situation of the guards fighting the lycanthropes.
Yep, and you do.
And it's all done in some moss, and certain parts of the image almost like the moss almost look like they're glowing in the late afternoon twilight.
In the late afternoon twilight.
I love it.
Go ahead and make a performance check.
A performance check. Ooh.
And you can do so at
4.
advantage.
All right. 12.
Yeah, it's not your best work, but it certainly feels good to, de-stress after all you've been doing recently and get a good piece up. And you don't always get to work on like something that is like misshapen like this when it's not natural. Well, I mean, not that these houses aren't built as naturally as possible, but when you tag or work on buildings, you're used to more flat surface, right angles. With the building falling apart a little bit, it enhances your curiosity a little bit and your creativity.
Anyway, yeah, so this is kind of what I do. I found this spray paint can, and the moss glows bioluminescent, so like, when it turns to night, it's gonna like shine a little bit. People will be able to see it better. It's pretty cool.
Just a delinquent ass tagger.
Right on, Melonberry.
What's your like your call sign, bro? What do you tag everywhere?
Yeah.
Is it VEO, boy?
Oh, that's a great question. Oh, it should be VEO, yeah.
Do you
Canonize
do
that
this
shit?
everywhere?
Actually, I feel like it could be OVO. This is vibes.
Damn.
Talk about killing the vibe.
Disrespectful.
Anyway. Yeah, I do this kind of everywhere we go. If we're traveling across the continent, maybe we can spot one. I don't know. My family travels a lot, so.
Wow. I like this one. Other ones?
Yeah. I've done at least like 2. I did one. Yeah, I've done at least 2. I think I did one like the first session.
You usually sneak off during them, right?
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes I'm just inspired. Anyway, today was a weird day, so I felt like I had to do one.
Yeah. It's cool.
You want to do some?
I mean, I can try.
Yeah, go for it, and I'll hand him the spray paint can.
What do you attempt to draw here, or to spray paint?
Boss paint.
I try to spray paint Epic flying through the air and Melonberry next to him on a flying carpet.
Nice. Go ahead and do so. You can be honest with me here, but feel free to make this up as you go. How artistic is your boy Melonberry?
Well, he's like, I don't think he's ever really tried, other than like, cause when he was in town, he was a weaver. So, I don't think he would like kind of like try to be a little, but I don't think in general he is.
General he is. All right, then you will make this roll at disadvantage, as you are not accustomed to using this type of medium, nor are you particularly artistically gifted.
Oh, 11. Oh, can I give myself guidance? I guess I should have done it before I rolled.
You can always give yourself guidance. I'm fine with it.
Sick. I should have done it for EPEC too, but I forgot, low-key.
You did do it for me.
I'm pretty sure you did.
Not while you were doing art, while you were searching for my things.
Oh.
So I got 14? Yeah.
14, yeah. So it comes out, pretty good, all things considered. You're not used to spray painting or moss painting EPEC. It's like you can see the scenes he's painting out. You understand that he has painted you, and next to him, he's flying. You can't quite tell what he's flying on. Looks like some type of rug or something, but he's flying up there with you.
Hey, you're pretty good at this, Melonberry.
I feel like it's very like stick figure-y.
It is.
But like
it's great.
But like still good. I don't know if that makes sense.
No, stick figures can't be good.
Of course. Yeah. Of course they can. Anyways.
Don't forget to sign it.
Oh,
gotta put your little tag, bro.
Yeah, he puts. Do I just sign my name?
Do you want to put your name on it? You don't have to. You could write whatever you want. Put MB. Put for Flora. Fauna. What's her name? Sorry.
Flora.
Flora. Yeah, I was right.
His mother figure who fucking disappeared. Our whole room.
No, that was Will asking. That wasn't EPEC. That was Will. Hold on. Yeah, put for Flora.
Who?
If you want.
Is Flora hot though? That's the real question.
She's just gonna put
D10
for like an ellipses, but like with an extra dot. I don't know. What do I do?
That's great. That's all you have to do.
He just gives it back to eBay.
Great job, bud. On the way home, I'll tell you what boofing is.
Oh, awesome.
Jeez.
God.
Please
The
don't.
episode of boofing, baby.
Yeah, like...
All right, kids at home, everybody go ahead and Google what boofing is.
Look it up. Look it up right now. This is the internet. Look it up.
I don't
Also,
condone
while
this.
you're at it, look up the paint. Look up the paint Olympics so you can find.
Whoa!
Hey,
Whoa.
relax, relax.
Hey, listen, that's how we grew up. They can handle it. Okay.
We're gonna have to edit that out.
They're
Our
tick-
only
they're
friend who
tic-tacs
edits is
ain't prepared
Brian,
for
so.
that. Tic-tacs ain't prepared for that bad boy.
I'm adding in more boofing if I'm editing it.
Do you think that if you put Subway Surfers overlaid like at the top half of the Paint Olympics footage, that you could get a zoomer to watch?
Stop!
The whole thing?
Alright, stop.
Dude, I'd watch it.
Stop. We're done. What have we done?
Anyone else have anything to do on this evening in Woblewud?
Just sleeping. That's about it for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sleeping.
Yes, sir. You guys may all take a long rest as you guys sleep at what is a relatively quiet night at the inn. The inn, well, there are still patrons. They are not singing, and you do not hear the hearty voice of Orthel Bigginbody leading them in song as you normally would. But you all get your long rest. Is anyone looking to take any watches, or are we just all sleeping?
After 4 hours, I'll
take a
watch.
So yeah, I mean, if
So
we need a
third
watch,
one.
but I feel like I don't think we would need a watch in here, to be honest.
You guys have taken watches the past few
No.
nights in here, and you've been fine every night.
Yeah.
You know what? Everybody sleep. After 4 hours, Tempus is gonna wake up anyways. You can just watch out or wake
Melonberry
up.
watches through the night anyway.
No sleeping
Do
necessary?
you
Take a
not
regular
sleep?
watch.
Melonberry does not sleep.
Actually?
Is anyone taking first watch?
Oh, shit.
Melonberry,
I will.
if anyone, like, I don't know if anyone has noticed, but Melonberry has not slept once in the past, like,
Yeah, it's
I
been
don't know,
mentioned.
5 nights.
Oh, wow. Okay, then. Interesting.
Melonberry has been awake for like 6 days straight.
You aren't dead?
No, he looks fine.
Isn't the record like 12 days or something like
Exhaustion, I think, kills you after the 5th level.
Well, yeah, in D&D. I think Brian might
that?
be
Whoa.
saying in real
Yeah,
life.
no, I was
Oh.
referring to real life.
Yeah, I think eventually your brain just goes to sleep. Like, I don't know if you can truly stay up
Permanently
until you
or
die.
otherwise.
They did the fucked up sleep trials in like Russia or whatever, where they kept them awake in a dark room and they just went fucking crazy.
Yeah, I would. That's for sure.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
So,
We're really
anyone
looking
taking first rest?
for-
Did you roll a perception?
I
I shall.
but I'm going to.
Natty.
Yep.
Nice.
You stay awake.
Nothing
Again, it's a relatively quiet night in the inn. You hear a bunch of people leaving, or maybe earlier on in the night than they would have before, but nothing else really goes on.
If Ipek and I are like both awake, Melonberry's just like, I can't believe they would do that. That's so gross. If you told
Talking
him what
about
boofing was.
boofing into the
Yeah.
night.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. You guys, I hate you.
It's what we be doing, like to be honest.
No. Cool.
Yeah.
Anyone taking second watch? Anyone
Sonny's
taking
big
third
vibing.
watch? Anyone
sleeping.
taking fourth watch?
I'll take fourth watch.
All right. Go ahead and roll me a perception.
I'll wake up early. 8.
Yeah, that's essentially what fourth watch is. You get up early. Yeah, I mean, you're pretty fucking tired after yesterday, dude. It's hard to get up as early as you probably need to do this. But you're up. You're not necessarily as attentive as you could be. Nothing really goes on that you notice. And then, not too long after that, everyone's long rest is up, and you guys are all awake. It is the 7th day, I'm saying off the top of my head, assuming I'm right.
It's only been a week.
And if you're wrong, I'm
it
gonna
is
sue
Raxar,
you.
the 7th day of Fang Week. you guys all have the day ahead of you. What would you guys like to do?
Probably.
Should we start getting a move on to Kharodden then?
We been paid by anybody?
Were we promised payment?
I don't know.
No.
You know, it feels like at some point
they
they'd be
paid
like,
us.
I'm gonna
They
say
paid us to do
They
to do the
definitely
stuff.
gave you guys gold too.
oh, did
They
they?
paid us up front.
We have a little shmoney.
Oh, I do have a little shmoney.
How much money do
Hello?
y'all have?
There we go. We
Oh,
for sure have to pass through the
7
Shadow Lark
gold.
to get to Kharodden.
Okay, 7 gold. Okay, that's how much I have.
I'm pretty sure we do. Like
Yeah.
9 sure we have to go to the Shadow Lord to get there. So
Let's
For what?
fucking do this.
We
Pass
for
the
sure
Shadow.
have to go through the Shadow Lark to get through.
You have to go to Charlotte to get to any fucking where that isn't these towns south
Okay.
of here.
Okay,
You guys
folks.
live basically on like it's not an island. I don't really know, like a little peninsula that's blocked off by the Shadow
Yeah.
Lark.
So like
We're
that's
on Cape Cod, and we have to go through the Shadow Lark to get to the rest of Massachusetts.
Word.
Is the Shadow Lark like super dangerous?
it can be.
Doesn't have to be.
Okay.
Mel, we'll travel on the more well-traveled path through there. This should be.
I just should I
The best
should
bet.
I get better armor?
Oh,
You got better armor money?
No.
Because I know I don't.
But
Neither do I.
I'm tiny.
You also, didn't you hide the last fight? I guess you got 8 at one point.
Yeah, and that was really scary.
Mel, all right. I'm gonna teach you a trick. Ready? Mel,
That
someone.
was my
How
friend.
fast are you?
He just punches him.
Faster than you.
All right. So ready, Mel? I'm gonna teach you a little trick. What's gonna happen if when I get close to you, what I want you to do is jump away as fast and as far as you can. All right?
Melonberry runs.
I didn't even do the thing.
Can't-
All right. So
You
next
can't
time
catch me.
you get into trouble, you're gonna do that. All right?
Oh, I mean, okay. I know how to do that.
All right. And
Well,
if
you
something
know-
looks big enough to swallow you, get behind one of me or Bayard.
Sounds like a
Okay.
good plan to me.
And sometimes, the best defense is any amount of offense.
I don't. I don't.
As opposed to,
Yes.
the sort of
I don't
lack
think
of
that.
it.
You guys think I should?
Certainly defend yourself at the least.
Couple little hits couldn't hurt.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't really know how to. I mean, I guess I could maybe try to learn. I could
Perfect.
ask.
All right, we're heading now, guys.
I
We
don't
can
really-
we can spar on the road.
The only thing I mean, I'm not very strong. I can really only punch something, but I'm not very
Mark has a light
strong.
crossbow that he hasn't used, but he has it and is gonna unsling it in front
Really?
of Melonberry.
Okay.
Technically, warlocks are probably proficient with that, but I don't think Melonberry has any idea. how to
now
use it.
listen. I'm gonna step in here. I don't think we should give Mel any weapons if he don't want them. Mel, if you ever get into trouble again, what your best bet is probably to go into your book until
I
it's
can't-
safe to come out.
I
And
can't do that all the time.
Mel, if you can't, remember, just because these muscles aren't strong, doesn't mean this one isn't. You got a good noggin, kid. Use
Stay
it.
in school.
You said good noggin.
I mean, yeah, okay.
You got options. We just want to keep you safe at the end of the day.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's you know what? I don't. Oh damn. I'm gonna go. Before we leave, I'm gonna. I'll be right back. I'm gonna make a quick trip over to the barracks.
Yep. You can.
And hey, do y'all have like a small shield?
You see a bunch of soldiers working around. It looks like they're like allotting new equipment around to anyone in the area. Mostly weapons, for the most part that look silvered. But there are also some shields around. Yes.
Can I just borrow one of them? Here, I'll even pay for it.
One of them recognizes, hey, no need for any coin. You've done plenty. Take one.
All right. Well, thank you. And then Sonny will fly away, and as he does, there's a little tink 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 as like 4 silver pieces fall to the ground.
As you fly away, you hear one of them just go, "Damn, he's got nice shoes."
Yeah. And I'll fly back. And I'll just Mel, here, and I'll hand him a shield.
Oh, where'd you get this?
Barracks.
Oh, what else did they have?
Shields, a lot of shields. And you just put this between you and whatever's trying to hit you.
I mean, if they gave this for me, they could give stuff for you.
Mel, and I pick him up. I pick him up with one hand, by like the head. And I raise him to eye level. I go, I don't need a weapon. And I'll put him back down.
But those things. I mean, I know that we helped them, but like, if there are more lycanthropes out there, we need silver stuff.
I see what you're saying. Well, yeah, we probably do. I mean, y'all probably do.
Oh.
I don't really know how to use no weapon, so.
I chucked one of my daggers up into the ether. I should replace it.
I use magic, so, you know.
If they have any,
I mean,
they have any, you know, like
Can
silver
you get
arrows.
Can you get silver magic?
Just silvery barbs.
I don't know what that is.
A level 3 spell.
What's a spell?
Aren't you a warlock?
Who are you? Where am I?
It's hilarious. In this campaign, he's playing a warlock who can't spell, and in the other one, he's playing a dumbass who can't spell.
Hey.
Sorry, you're not a dumbass. You just have 4 intelligence.
Sure, that won't come to bite.
Are you guys looking to get any weaponry or anything else? You guys would know, those of you who have made the journey before. So those of you who have lived north of the Shadow Lark in the past, and anyone who's looked at a map, there's not going to be anything for a while. If you need any type of provisions, this would be the time to get them.
Yeah, I'll take care of getting
Any more
supplies.
food? I've been eating all of Scratch's food.
While it is nice,
I could also
while
make food.
rations are still a thing, let's be real. We're playing D&D. It's 2024. Who's keeping track of rations anymore? That's the beauty of Aerodwell. The land provides. You can pack rations if you want, but you are pretty confident you'll be able to find, hunt, gather food pretty much anywhere in any of the lands of Aerodwell. The quality of that food and, you know, the quantity of choices might vary, but. Yep.
Mark's going to try and buy a silvered dagger if possible.
Yeah, where do you go to get a silver dagger?
Just the nearest shop and he's probably going to find that he does not have enough money for a silver dagger and is then going to buy a regular dagger.
Yep. So you know where the marketplace is. You walk to the marketplace district. A lot of the shops are closed, or they're doing repairs at the moment. But you see someone who's fixing up a window who sees you looking in and ushers you in. She says, "Oh, I'm still selling, hun. Come on in."
Yes, if you'd be so kind. 1 silvered dagger, please.
Like a dagger worth 1 silver? 1 silver dagger.
I don't actually know how it works, but like the one that's good for like,
Oh, like with the issue. Oh, right. I was mistaken. I thought you meant like a dagger that's value was 1 silver piece.
Oh.
Silvered
no.
weaponry is tough. I didn't have any laying around before the other day. Boy, if I did, I'd be rich now, wouldn't I? You might want to try. Well, the smith might have a better chance. The guard, really. I think they're the only ones who have access to silvered weapons. I don't know if they're selling them, but.
All right. Yeah. Thank you.
So you're one of those lads from out of town, right?
Yes.
Oh.
We call ourselves the out of town lads.
Well, you told the rest of the lads. We said thank you. If you ever need anything from this shop that I do have, we'll give you a discount on us for everything you've done. We really appreciate it.
Oh. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. No. I'll let them know. They might take you up on that offer.
Excellent. I mean, we hope you do.
I hustle back, communicate that to ye all, and then follow the lead to the barracks for hopefully silver.
Yep, I imagine the barracks is around where people are at this moment, unless you guys are still at the inn.
I would go where.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if the group is
People are
moving,
going
I
out,
would
I'm
move with the
following.
group.
Hell yeah.
I don't. Well,
Heck
that's the thing. 2 individuals have gone off and done their own things. That is not the group
Oh, yeah.
doing things. That's why I'm asking you as the group. Where are you guys?
In that case, I likely.
This is Bayard,
Wouldn't
Malaga,
have-
Tempus, Epac.
Yeah, I likely wouldn't have left the inn unless we were going to be like leaving.
Yep,
I'm gonna be
same.
packing up the cart,
Are you gonna
so we're
get-
ready to go.
Yeah.
Are you gonna get a weapon, Bayard?
I don't think I need one right now, Mel. These bad boys serve me pretty well.
Yeah.
He's had this conversation with 2 people who were just like, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna punch him. But Mark, you make it to the barracks, and it's people are trying to put shit back together. The barracks is almost completely destroyed. As you guys were a part of that fight, you saw it all happen. There's a bunch of people trying to put shit back together, repair some things, gather debris, bring in new wood and stone to finish construction of getting the shit back together.
Is anyone with me?
Don't think so.
I could go with you.
I'm
Oh
packing.
no, I
the
didn't
cart
go
right
with
now.
you originally, right?
Right.
Yeah, I went to the inn. I'm still at the inn.
Yeah. Hello. So I heard that this was the place to get like a silverwood weapon for like all the creepy crawlies that are around.
Yeah, they're all gone now, though, yeah?
Well, I mean, you never know, right?
Fair enough. What kind of weapon you need?
Dagger would be great if you got one, rattling around.
Small blade for a big man. Got you. Think you can find something.
Yeah, you know how it is.
What's happening right now?
Mark's a big dude, and he's asking for a dagger. The dude is just making a joke. And he'll grab you one and goes, we're not really supposed to give these out, but like, we're not gonna need it, so.
Thank you kindly.
And thank you.
I'll put it to good use.
Please, on the right people, of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
this the same guy that made Tempus say the thing before he went into the
I
cells?
was not imagining it was. No, it can be now. Yes.
Guards out here.
They really thought their little code was so funny.
Pretty good.
Ugly political bitch.
Mark returns to the group.
Yep.
Did he lie?
You guys reconvene at well, those of you who left now reconvene at the inn.
All right, are we all about prepped and ready then?
I'm ready to go. Sonny says he like sort of claps his hands together for loading up like a big ass fucking barrel on one shoulder. He just like kind of dumps it in and then just I'm ready when y'all are.
What's in the barrel?
Water.
Oh.
Alright, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Hey, I was giving it some thought, you know, and y'all talking about a team and listen, I'm not saying we're an adventuring party, but we are doing something together. We're searching on a rescue mission, so I think if anyone asks who we are, I think we just tell them, you know, we're search and rescue.
I mean, one could argue that the search and rescue itself is an adventure.
And so that's why if someone asks who we are, we could tell them that we're search and rescue.
Why not?
That's
If somebody asks me who I am, if somebody asks me who I am, I'm telling them my name's Bayard, but
Probably.
That is your
okay.
name.
I'm trying to be a team player with this whole adventuring party thing y'all
I
were
said
talking
that
about.
to you first. I'm just saying we don't need to call ourselves nothing.
Yeah, but people might ask.
I think nothing is a pretty bad name.
It's almost as bad as nobody.
Or, but nothing ever will be as good as Brick. Brick is just so solid.
All right. Well, you know, I'm sorry I tried to contribute, and Sonny's just gonna get in the wagon.
Yeah, Tempus will hobble in.
Epec starts flying.
Brag about it.
Yeah.
Sonny's like, yeah, with wings.
Yeah.
But Epec's flying is like a weird mix of like flying.
Oh, you're sorry. So you
flying.
The banner's the
flaying?
flayed man. What the fuck?
Yo, he's filleting.
Calm down there,
No,
Epec Bolton.
Flying and then gliding a little bit, and then flying again, and then gliding a little bit. It's different.
It's different. He insists on it's different.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, so you guys make you leave of Woblewud. As you guys reach the southern gate in Old Town, where you guys had entered from, you notice the last of the Kharodden guard who are here are kind of gathered here at the front, seeming to get ready to depart themselves. And you notice as Regulus looks towards your cart, and he looks you dead, like dead in the eyes, like straight into your soul. Doesn't say anything. Just looks you dead in your eyes, like direct eye contact with you.
What are you looking at, Sonny?
Yes. Well,
Oh,
no.
you better not be
Sorry,
looking at
sorry.
me, man.
No, sorry. I didn't hear. I said yes before I heard you say Sonny.
Oh, he's looking at all of us?
He's looking you dead in the eye.
Does he look happy?
I give him a
sad?
big smile.
He looks
and wave.
very unemotive, like remarkably unemotive.
It's like a wave.
Give him the old wind-up middle finger.
Oh, hey, don't do that.
And just
What?
just stop picking fights with every government official.
I can flip off whoever I want. It's a free country.
Is it?
I'm free.
You know, and you're right. You are free. You're free to walk to Kharodden if you're gonna be like that.
I mean, that's what we're doing.
Don't make me turn this cart around.
You haven't even moved anywhere. I don't. You're like 16. Don't talk to me like that. Shut up, child.
You're only 28.
My favorite is when people say it's a free country, but then don't realize that means people are free to give them consequences.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Tempus. Can you just please, the next time you see a government official you don't like, just turn the other cheek, okay?
Okay, we're going to Kharodden. That's not going to happen in Kharodden. I'm going to be honest. Anywhere else, I would probably say yes. Kharodden is not a good idea. All right.
We'll get there when we get there. All right, we moving or not? Let's get this show on the road.
Yes, let's go. Epek says from way above you.
All right.
All right, and you guys head out. As you depart through the gate, Sonny, you hear in your head, and remember, I will be watching you. As Regulus says, as you hear in Regulus's voice, as the gates close behind you. You guys now have the world ahead of you. You could go right back into right back into Woblewud. You could head back east towards the Twin Towns, and then last reach, you could head south and jump off the edge of Aerodwell. You could go west and jump off the edge of Aerodwell. Or you could head north towards Kharodden, towards all the other regions of Aerodwell, through the Shadowlark. What would you guys like to do? What direction are you heading?
Jumping off the edge. Jumping off the edge.
Shadowlark.
What's the edge of the world like? I want to know.
Yeah, you guys have been living on the edge for like 8 months. You tell me.
Shadowlark, baby.
Yep. So you guys take your cart north, with the destination of Kharodden in mind. As you approach the Shadowlark, those of you who have lived here your whole life, it's always been looming in the background of your everyday world. But something about being here at the foot of it, like right in front of it now, shakes you to your core. Those of you who have been in here before, you want
Question?
Yep, go ahead.
How many days does it take to get there?
To Kharodden?
To the Shadowlark.
Oh, from where you guys are?
Yeah.
Oh, you'll get there today.
Oh, all right, cool.
Yeah. It's not a long trek to get to the Shadowlark.
Oh, okay.
It'll be a long trek through the Shadowlark.
Gotcha.
It would be when you guys went to go fight the Balgara and were up in the Hovering Hills. It would have been just beyond that for you guys.
Okay, all right. I thought it was right next to Last Reach, but that makes sense that Last Reach is...
So it is, and so Last Reach is almost directly east of here, and the Shadowlark crosses the entire rest of this region.
Okay, I figured it out.
Yeah. Yep.
Can I just prep one of my doses? Is one of them ready to go?
They're
so
all essential. So they're all the liquids in one big jar, and then you have 10 syringes.
Okay.
So you can essentially just fill them up, use them.
Would that take me in action?
Yes.
How long would it take? Okay. I'm just trying to figure out.
Yeah, we'll say it counts as the same as a potion. So we'll say it's a bonus action to administer.
Okay.
And if you were administering it to someone else, it would be an action.
Yeah. Who else wants my medicine?
Right. Are you doing anything with it, or?
No, not right now.
Got you. Excellent. Yeah. So you guys stand. So those of you who have been through the Shadowlark, you would like pretty much anything more than to not have to go in there again. It's not very pleasant, except for you, Epek. Your species have an innate ability to see through fog, which makes this a little bit less daunting. However, the creatures that live here still, without the expertise of knowing the right path, any step could be your last. And Epek, you have not made this journey without the Aerothar before, so it is still equally as daunting. You would know though, Epek, and those of you who have traveled through here, so everyone has been out like north of here except for Melonberry, Sunny, and Scratch who's not here, correct? Or Scratch has been, right? So Melonberry and Sunny?
Yes.
Everyone else who's not Epek, go ahead and make a history or nature check for me. Epek or Melonberry or Sunny.
Said nature or history?
Nature or history.
Natural 20.
Dirty one.
Dirty one is crazy. And Mark with a 6. So only Tempus with our nat 20. You would be aware, and you have encountered the sentient fog. There is a fog that extends that moves throughout the Shadowlark. That it's the equivalent as far as like D&D mechanics as darkness to magical darkness, fog to the sentient fog. You would know, Epek, with no roll, that your people avoid this at all costs. The Hadose have been known to get lost inside the sentient fog, as well as anyone else, as it's almost some type of entity or being. It's not fully understood. It's clearly magical that feeds on life, on seemingly on anything that is living. Plant life, monster life, animal life, human life. And so people will go out of their way to avoid the sentient fog as much as possible. To the best of their extent, it can be hard to see, but it does also very much prevent easy flight over the Shadowlark. People who have been known to take to the skies have been lost in the sentient fog as well, have even been known to be hunted down specifically by the sentient fog because they were trying to cross so easily. Or supposedly that's what people say or attribute the fog's conscious to. So yeah, with these things in knowledge and knowing that it will be several days march through the Shadowlark, if you're lucky. You can think akin to how the Sea of Monsters works in our other campaign. You know, if some people get across in a day or two, other people might be lost for a lifetime. So it should be a couple days to the other side if you're lucky. You guys continue onwards.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. You ready for this?
Nah, Tempus is retiring.
Yeah.
Woblewud.
Do you tell anyone about the fog?
If we don't see it, probably not at first, but at some point while we're in the fog, he would probably discuss it.
So you don't want to end up in the fog.
Or sorry, not the fog.
Once we're in the fog.
Once we're in the Shadowlark, because it's gonna take a while. It'll probably come up like, hey, if you guys see this fog.
So it is a cloud. Sorry, I should have said this specifically. It is a cloud forest, so there is like a natural fog because of the trapped moisture and everything here. So it might be important to distinguish between fog and sentient for those who don't understand. But again, Tempus.
Normal fog, a live fog.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with the live fog, people.
How do I know which fog is the alive fog?
You'll know.
Well,
yeah, it's pretty obvious, Melon.
Yeah. Mel, you're not gonna go too far from us, are you?
Why would I do that?
I want to give you guys. I do want to give you guys the space. I do want to give you guys the space to lie. I'm not saying you have to tell the truth. It is very much not easy to tell the difference between the fog and the sentient fog. Feel free to tell Bellenberry that it is. Like you can. I just want to make sure you guys aren't getting it confused. They are very similar in appearance. One does move on its own, but fog moves not on its own.
Don't worry, Melonberry, you'll know. And then I look back to everybody. No, it's fucking crazy. You'll have no idea that it's coming. It's insane.
Mel, you just gotta trust that we're watching out for you. We'll make sure nothing happens. But it's gonna be scary in there. Are you ready for it?
Maybe I don't even know how to use the shield that you gave me.
Sonny goes to punch.
I'll show you. So you hold it like this. Can you hold it like this for me?
He tries. He has to use both. He has to use both hands.
You got it, kid.
Sonny's gonna punch the shield when he puts it up. Not like hard, super hard to like hurt him, but hard enough so that he can feel that the shield is gonna stop him from getting hit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not proficient with shields.
Oh, so you just don't. You just don't get to use it.
I would be carrying one of those shits too if I could.
Go ahead and roll the hit, Sonny.
Oh God.
I feel like his Melonberry might just move it out of the way.
Well, no, you're not. I got you. So yeah,
I wasn't trying to actually hurt him.
So Melonberry's holding up the shield, and you go to jokingly punch it, and Melonberry just and drops the shield because he has no idea how to hold it, and you accidentally punch him. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh no, I didn't actually want to hit him hard enough to hurt him. It was hard enough to does the shield stay. Okay,
how much did you roll to hit? Wait, what'd you roll to hit?
He rolled a dirty 20.
A dirty 20.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I just assumed that
really
hit.
On
sorry.
target.
Oh God, Mel, you're supposed to keep the shield up. All right, are you okay?
Why'd you hit me?
Well, I tried to hit the shield, and then you dropped it. So honestly, it's not really my fault. It's kind of your fault. But
this is the second time Sonny has punched an innocent person.
Next time, Mel, you know what? Maybe shields ain't your thing.
Hey man, he's got a 33. Yeah. He's got a 66% success rate so far, or failure rate so far.
Yeah, I really keep hitting people.
One of the 3 people he's punched was bad.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hey, Mel, toughen up. All right, look at me. Monsters in there. Bite you in half. All right, so man up. Picks him up and like fluffs his ears. Come on. Put your big boy pants on.
I only have one. I mean, I don't really wear.
Listen, you were talking a big game back in last reach about how you can run with us. So.
And then I got eaten by my friend.
Yeah, and so did Tempus, and Tempus is an old man. It's
I'm
like
28.
It's like the opposite end of the horseshoe that is life. Like it's like being a kid, being an old man, same thing basically.
I don't know how many times I gotta say it, Sonny. I'm 28.
Yeah, maybe in dog years.
Well,
all right, Mel, you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
So dramatic.
The suspense had me there.
It's good enough for government work.
You guys head forward?
Fuck yeah.
Do it.
All right.
Also, Mel, really sorry that I punched you in the face. That was not supposed to happen.
You guys head into
wipe some blood from his nose.
You head into the thick clouds of the Shadowlark. Who's trying to navigate? Who's trying to take point here?
I will say, as we come to the edge of it, I come off my flying and join the rest of the party in the wagon. So I'm no longer flying.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can start navigating if y'all want. Maybe not.
I'm gonna cast Fortune's Favor on myself.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Good for an hour, just in case. Epec, you said you've been through here a few times, right?
Yeah.
Like I'll just go straight. Honestly, that's my plan. If you got a better one though, it's probably.
What happens if you go straight and there's a tree?
What happens if we go straight and what?
There's a tree.
Go around the tree. I don't. What?
You can. It is very difficult at this moment to see more than 5-6 feet in front of you.
Yeah.
We'll just have to move slowly.
Yeah, stick together. Don't get separated. That's important.
Yep. Okay, but
would we know how?
We're in a cart.
Light.
Yeah,
like,
but
would
who's
light
gonna
penetrate
navigate
through
the
the fog a little bit?
Nope. Well, like yes, but
Okay.
like you're not going to be able to see because there's light now.
Cool.
So
You,
also that might attract
you
other
Epec
things.
can see.
Yeah.
You see unimpeded in here.
So I should probably
Really?
navigate.
Yeah. No one is wait. You don't have to wait on us to tell you what to do.
I support it.
All right.
Should we tie everybody together with a rope?
I think if you're
No.
in front of if you're at the front of the carriage, you should be tied to the people in the back of the carriage, just in case.
Yeah, I mean, in case somebody gets yoinked,
Why can Epec see in here?
He's special.
That's cool.
He was born different. His people can see in here. Like their whole thing.
Really? Oh. That's so
Thought
cool.
he was just a delinquent tagger, little guy.
I'm not a delinquent tagger.
Yeah,
Get off my
he
lawn.
makes very docile tags.
Now, anyone know how to play dice?
Yeah? No?
We have some time to kill, so I figured we
You suddenly hear
Yeah?
Scratch. Oh
No.
yeah.
Is no one taking lead here?
No,
Someone.
Epek is navigating and Scratch is driving.
Yeah, Epek suggested it. I don't think anyone answered Epek
No,
directly.
he said. So the whole thing is like we don't have you ain't gonna wait on us to like tell you what to do. No one else is stepping up. Just like take your shit. Is what we say.
I think that's a great idea, Epek.
Democracy, right?
Yep. Epek,
Cool.
Epek, you can make a survival check for me. You can do it as a straight roll.
Epek, please help us, please help us, please help us. And I cast guidance. Oh no. You have a minus to survival,
3.
bro. Oh my god, we're so boned. We're so boned.
Our party comp is horrendous.
He's the only person who can see in the fog.
I can
man.
see. I thought maybe I'd get advantage.
No, you just don't get disadvantage.
That counts in this situation, I guess.
You just happen to roll very poorly. So yeah.
What did you get?
A 3.
I got a 3.
All right.
Nat 3, right? Or no, you didn't roll a nat 1. You just got.
No, it was a dirty
It
one.
was a dirty one with a +2 from the guy.
That's such a weird thing to have.
It's I'll use Chronal Shift. You don't really notice it, Epek, but for some reason you get deja vu as you see Tempus behind you do one of these.
I think in order for this to work, everyone gets deja vu as like you guys are like, wait, weren't we just like 6
Yeah.
like 10 feet forward? What?
I could have sworn we was.
What?
No, see, I know I rolled these dice that are in my hand right now. I swear.
I could have sworn we were approximately
Go, guys.
6 seconds ahead of here.
Yeah, I'll let Epek roll again.
Go ahead, Epek.
I still have
Epek, I believe in
guidance.
Oh, thank God.
Respect.
That's better. That's better.
Yeah, way better, way better. 15.
Oh yeah, way better. With a 15, you're able to keep your composure as you're a little nervous being in here without your family for the first time. A bunch of people who can see in here. You're kind of taking the responsibility, but you're able to like not only keep on a northerly route. You're able to find kind of like there's no like pathways here, but you're able to identify certain trails that your family has taken in the past and find them, which you know should lead you to a clearing in the clouds within about an hour or so.
Nice.
And so it does. After about an hour of travel, which can constitute a short rest if anyone needs it, Epek leads you guys to the first part of this forest that is clear to you, that you guys can see. The canopy is high above your head. Sunlight barely any sunlight can penetrate the thick canopy and get down to the surface level. So it is a relatively damp and dark kind of forest area with a lot of shrub life, a lot of smaller trees and vegetation on here. You can feel eyes on you, animal eyes, the eyes of the trees, the roots, the plants. Everything here seems to be living and breathing and watching you. But you can see once again, and something you don't recognize, Epek. There seems to be a noticeably in this forest, in this immediate area of like dark and damp rotted woods and forest greens and earth tone browns and stuff like that. There's stacked stone, stacked in a tall like upside down U-shaped arch. That stands in the center of this clearing. From the distance you're at, it looks like there's words engraved on it.
I would take us up closer and look at the words on it.
Well, yep. So at this point, again, everyone can see. So, I imagine. Sorry, I guess I should clear this up. I imagine this whole time Scratch is not letting anyone drive his cart. So you're not the one actually driving the cart, but you're just navigating him.
Yeah.
So any of you can feel free to hop off this cart or move at any time or stop it. You can tell Scratch to stop.
Once we get close to this arch, I'll hop off to look at it.
Yep.
Same.
You guys can all, anyone who's hopping off to look, can make either
Aerodwell
perception
as
or
well.
investigation for me.
I got a 12 on perception.
Ooh, 17. Look at me.
Nice. DC
Big
is
boss.
12
Slay.
for invest or perception. So anyone who rolls under, you, it's noticeably odd that these stones here. The rest of you, this is specifically some type of like rough marble. Should not be here and should not be shaped in such a way unless it was crafted. It is clearly man or humanoid made, I should say, not man-made, humanoid made. And you guys approach and you notice at the top are engraved the words, "That you seek below can be found only above your step." And with that, we will end today's session.
Cool. I'm assuming you'll repeat that next session.
I'll repeat it
got
next
it.
session. I'll repeat it out of session for you guys.
Thank you. Someone wrote it down.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Thought you were about to say the Lord of the Rings
in
thing.
chat or something.
Oh, yes, it says "Speak, friend, and enter."
Moloch. All right, fuck you.
Moloch. I love how, like,
Friend.
come on, bro. Gandalf couldn't figure that one out.
I know, it took him a real long time.
They were sitting
He was
outside that
sitting
shit
there with
for a
his pipe.
while. And then Frodo just goes, "What's friend in Elvish?" Just kidding,
Giant.
Lord of the Rings. You know I love you. All right,
Great movies.
thank you everyone for another wonderful Hump Day session with you guys. We will be back again in 2 weeks with our session 10. Already at our 10th session. Really, really cool.
That's crazy.
Right?
That's
right.
crazy that we're already at 10.
Right?
It's crazy we're at 10 and like it's only been like 4 days.
Yeah, I mean it's been I think this is now our 5th day. We've been doing
It's
a lot
been
of
under a week for sure.
There's been a lot of really engaging like roleplay from you guys. That's kind of I want to say slowed down the timeline, but like in a beautiful way. You've got to get to know you guys a lot early on, which is great. So we'll be back in 2 weeks we'll still be down Dustin, so we'll still be waiting on our boy Scratch. But it'll be our first session outside of Woblewud since the beginning, and our first session heading outside of or with the goals of leaving the region of Lanique entirely.
Yeah.
So yeah, we will catch you guys
And
next
it
time
all
as the party tries to brave the perils of the Shadowlark.
Brave.
Brave?
See y'all next time.
Sorry, as they try to rage the perils of the Shadowlark.
Exactly.
Alright, see you guys all in 2 weeks. Thank you for joining us once again. And thank you, Craig, for being awesome. Love you, Craig.
Love you, Craig.
Thank you, Greg. But